People's State Bank is a locally owned and managed bank with
Good
convenient
evening and
locations
welcome
in
to
southwest
Cuba
Wisconsin
City
and
High
northeast
School.
Iowa. If you're looking for a place where you're more than just a number, but still have access to convenient technology and low fees, People's State Bank is it. As a community bank, they're proud to support many of the local charities, county fairs, community events, and more. When you become a part of People's State Bank, you can be confident that you're standing with a good cause. People's State Bank, member FDIC.
Gymnasium. The JV game getting ready to wrap up as Cuba City has taken care of business against Darlington 55-25 at the moment. At Kingston, you've got a team in Darlington coming off a state championship for football. They had a big win against Dodgeville, a pretty handily won against a really good Dodger squad. And now Cuba City looking for their first win. This could be a very interesting matchup.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And Darlington coming off their first one, their only game they played this year so far, and coming in their first conference game against Cuba City, who is looking for that first one and motivated to get it tonight. So it should be a great, swell matchup.
That it should be, and it'll be all right here on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel, presented to you by H&N Plumbing, Heating and Electrical, and Laley Center Monroe. Our Grant Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school sports presented by Cuba City, Kieler, and Darlington Family Dental, and Carey's Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. Coming up, had a chance to talk with both head coaches, Tom Uppena of the Darlington Redbirds and Tanner Sheevy of the Cuba City Cubans. We'll have all that in our Raleigh Cheese pregame show right here on Dubuque Super Hits 106. superhits106.com and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
Pregame 1.
Grant Regional Health Center invites you to a surgical specialties open house. Join us Monday, December 15th from 4 to 6 p.m. for a rare behind-the-scenes look at our advanced surgical technology. Meet our surgeons, anesthesia team, and surgical staff, see demonstrations, and tour our operating rooms. Take advantage of free blood pressure screenings, plus enjoy a complimentary light meal. Pre-register at grantregional.com or by calling 608-723-1379. Grant Regional Health Center. Better health starts here.
Stop what you're doing. Aaron's just broke the holiday universe. No payments until January 1st, 2026. Yep, don't pay a thing until next year and start with just a penny, 1 cent, and you're basically pre-approved. Aaron's been in the community for 70 years, making it easy to get brand new name brand furniture, appliances, electronics, all the great stuff you need. But listen, this is in-store only, so get up and get over to Aaron's today. And don't miss out. Don't just hear about the deals. Get them before they're all gone.
If a Lenovo computer for your business is on your holiday list, don't shop around. Just go directly to the source, Lenovo.com. It's your last chance to get exclusive deals on the PCs you want for your business, like the ThinkPad X9 14 Aura Edition and Yoga 7i 2-in-1. So avoid all that shopping chaos and price comparing, and just go directly to the source, Lenovo.com, where PCs are up to 35% off. That's Lenovo.com.
Lenovo. Hi, this is Justine with the Dubuque Area Chamber of Commerce. This holiday season, shop local and make a real impact. 68 of every $100 you spend stays right here in the community. Home for the Holidays highlights great businesses like The Spot Nutrition, Built by Maria, Wicked Dame, and McDonald's Supply. When you shop participating locations, you can enter to win many local gift cards. See the full list of Home for the Holidays participating businesses at the Chamber's website, DubuqueChamber.com, and keep your holidays local.
Pregame 1.
Welcome back to a Raleigh Cheese pregame show on Dubuque Super Hits 106 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Swall Conference boys basketball matchup tonight as the Cuba City Cubans are hosting the Darlington Redbirds. We're now being joined by the head coach of the Cuba City Cubans, Tanner Sheevy. And Coach, it's great to see you once again. I know the season hasn't started exactly the way you've wanted to, but what improvement have you seen from your Cubans coming into game number 3 of the season?
Yeah, I'm a huge Ben Johnson fan. He's the head coach of the Chicago Bears. And when the Bears started the season down, they asked, what is going on? And Ben Johnson's response was, our practice habits haven't turned into game habits yet. And I think that's a huge component of what we're doing right now. We're replacing 8 seniors. We're replacing all but 2 guys. Our JV team was fairly successful last year, and so now they're sliding into that role. And our habits during the practice time haven't really correlated into our success. Guys are making adjustments every day, and we're getting better every day. And I don't think that our best basketball it has yet to come yet. And I'm really excited about these guys because these guys want to get better and they want to improve, and and I think we have the talent and ability to make some runs down at the later at the end of the year. It's just taken us a little bit to get our feet wet to understand what really varsity basketball means.
Absolutely, and that comes with a young team. But after the Galena game that I saw personally, Carson Collins really seemed to come out as kind of the young man that, I don't want to say is head and shoulders above everybody else, but he's got a little spark to him. How has he been kind of turning into the team leader?
Yeah, he's been a joy to coach this season. As he's gotten older, he's become more disciplined, become more representative of what we want to teach here in Cuba City. And so I've really enjoyed working with him. He's one of our big name guys that we expect every night to come and bring it, whether it's on the glass or making baskets as well as guarding the basketball, things like that.
People's State Bank is a locally owned and managed bank with convenient locations in southwest Wisconsin and northeast Iowa. If you're looking for a place where you're more than just a number, but still have access to convenient technology and low fees, People's State Bank is it. As a community bank, they're proud to support many of the local charities, county fairs, community events, and more. When you become a part of People's State Bank, you can be confident that you're standing with a good cause. People's State Bank, member FDIC.
There's not a ton of film on each team yet, and so game planning is a little different. And so tonight I think that Darlington's first game they had 58 team rebounds in one game. We haven't had we don't have 58 team rebounds yet this season. They had 21 forced turnovers against Dodgeville, and so tonight those are the two focus points for us. Darlington historically, really good at football, really physical, and so we're going to try and make sure that we match the physicality, and then we don't give them easy baskets, because I think if they have run-out layups, I think then we will struggle playing from behind.
Gotcha. One final question for you: who is the better coach, Tanner Sheevy or Keegan Sheevy?
We actually it's kind of funny because we really hardly talk about competitive coaching. We coach at such different levels. Him being at the college level, once in a while we will share ideas and philosophies and things like that. It's kind of funny because whenever I ask him coaching questions, his response is, "We just need to recruit better players," because at the college level, they have that ability to do that. And so, it's kind of enjoyable to have a brother that's in coaching that we can, pick our brains and lean on each other when, coaching is not always the most rewarding job, especially when you lose. And I know Platteville doesn't lose often. And so being able just to, have those kind of people in your corner that are willing to, lean on it and scratch ideas with, it's really enjoyable.
Yep. Well, I could say your head coach, he's an assistant. So, we could go with that. I think you got the one up at least for this moment. So, again, Tanner, I appreciate the time. Look forward to seeing a great game here tonight from your Cubans, and hopefully get a chance to talk with you in the postgame show as well.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much to head coach Tanner Sheevy of the Cuba City Cubans. Join us on our Raleigh Cheese pregame show. More after this timeout. You're listening to Swall Boys Basketball on Dubuque Super Hits 106 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
Pregame 2.
Whenever I ask
Mighty fine and a great big Western howdy. I'm Ranger Doug.
I'm Too Slim. I'm Woody Paul.
And I'm Joey the Cowboy Kid.
And we're Riders in the Sky.
Riders in the Sky. Christmas the Cowboy Way is coming to Five Flags Theater Saturday, December 20th. Purchase tickets at the Five Flags box office or online at fiveflagcenter.com. Don't miss Riders in the Sky. Christmas the Cowboy Way, Saturday, December 20th at Five Flags Theater.
Find holiday savings at Tammy's Piggly Wiggly in Galena. Stop in for the best price around on their bone-in certified Angus beef rib roast while supplies last, one per customer with rewards. Sugardale ham portions are 79 cents per pound with rewards and a separate $25 or larger purchase. Limit one per customer while supplies last. 4-ounce cold water lobster tails are only $6.99 each, and 10 to 20-ounce warm water lobster tails only $22.99 a pound. Happy holidays from
People's
Tammy's
State
Piggly
Bank is
Wiggly
a locally
in Galena.
owned and managed bank with convenient locations in southwest Wisconsin and northeast Iowa. If you're looking for a place where you're more than just a number, but still have access to convenient technology and low fees, People's State Bank is it. As a community bank, they're proud to support many of the local charities, county fairs, community events, and more. When you become a part of People's State Bank, you can be confident that you're standing with a good cause. People's State Bank, member FDIC.
Holidays are a time for giving. This holiday, give the gift that keeps giving. Coupon books from the original Miracle Car Wash will do just that. Pick up your coupon books today today. The perfect gift for mom, dad, grandma, or grandpa, or anyone on your holiday list. Right now, get 5 washes for the price of 4, and with every 2 books purchased, you'll receive an upgraded wash of your choice for free. That's a savings of over $60. Exterior books are also available at our Holiday Drive location. This holiday season, give the gift that keeps on giving. Coupon books from the original Miracle Car Wash, downtown on Locust, and the West End on Holiday Drive. From the Miracle family to yours, happy holidays.
Ooh, it's a miracle.
Pregame 2.
Queen Radio Sports YouTube channel. Swall Boys Basketball Conference matchup this evening from Jerry Pettigrew Gymnasium as the Cuba City Cubans are hosting the Darlington Redbirds. Now being joined by the head coach of the number 1 ranked Darlington Redbirds, Tom Uppena. And how fun does that get to be for you to say the number 1 ranked?
Yeah, I mean it's just a number, and it doesn't mean anything right now. It's more of a distraction than anything. What matters at the end of the year. So we got a nice squad, and that's great. It just means that I've got some really good kids to work with, and they're great on the field and on the court and off the court. So it's a fun group.
Talk a little bit about how the translation from the football field, being the number 1 team in state by winning a state championship, has come over to the basketball side where that winning mentality is carried over.
Yeah, it's when you have a team that's tasted a gold ball, it's a major advantage for sure. It's just a different kind of mentality, and to go through the trials and the tribulations of a long season and come out on top, I think it does give you a little bit of an edge, mentally, physically. I've seen that a little bit of a change with these guys this year. Not that they weren't a confident group, but definitely a little bit more, maybe a little bit more bravado coming out of these guys. So it's been nice to see that transition.
What have you seen with the growth with a lot of your players from sophomore to junior? Do you think that might have a little something to do with it now being upperclassmen compared to just kind of being, the sophomore slump a little bit, maybe thinking they're better than they were, and now having that reality check of, hey, we are good, we've proven it, and now you're able to mold them the way you want on the basketball court?
Yeah, it's nice to have so much experience back, and honestly, we're still fairly young. I play a lot of juniors and a couple sophomores. So, but these are all guys that have been up on varsity for at least a year. You've got a broker who's been on for 4 years now, and Zeke and Dante and those guys that know what we do, know what the expectations are, and they're such good leaders that they get everybody else to kind of go along with them. So I've got a really good group of seniors and some really good sophomores to go along, and a couple and juniors. So yeah, a good makeup.
Talk about this matchup tonight against Cuba City, first conference matchup for both teams. What advantage do you feel your Redbirds have against this Cuba City squad?
Well, I think our experience probably. Cuba City lost a lot of guys. They graduated some seniors, and senior leadership is something that's hard to replace. So they've got some new guys coming into roles off of JV, but they'll figure that out. And it's still Cuba City. It's still a hard place to win, and they've got a lot of tradition here. So I know that they will get things going in the right direction.
One final question for you, Coach. Keys to the game. What will be the main key for the Redbirds to go 1-0 in conference play and still remain unblemished?
Yeah, we got to stay out of foul trouble. We were still playing football up at Dodgeville the other night and got into double bonus in both halves pretty early. So we got to keep guys on the court. We're physical, and that's part of how we play. We're not going to change that, but we just need to play a little bit smarter and use our feet and not our hands. Conditioning wise, I think we still got a little ways to go. We had we're a week behind everybody else, a little bit more than a week, and then a couple days off here recently with the weather didn't help at all either. So we're not where we're at, where we need to be, from a conditioning standpoint. We're doing okay, but those are some areas we need to improve on.
Well, Coach, I appreciate the time. Look forward to seeing a great matchup and a great effort from your Redbirds, and hopefully if everything goes well for you, we'll look forward to talking to you and some of the players on our postgame show as well.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Head coach Tom Uppena of the Darlington Redbirds join us here on our Raleigh Cheese pregame show. More after this timeout. You're listening to Swall Conference Boys Basketball on Dubuque Super Hits 106 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
Pregame 3.
Season's greetings from People's State Bank. This time of year, the bank is reminded just how grateful they are for the people who make local communities shine. Customers, neighbors, and their dedicated team. Community support means everything. As families celebrate, shop, and gather this season, People's State Bank is proud to stand beside them, helping locals stay strong. From the People's State Bank family to yours, they wish you joy, peace, and a bright new year. People's State Bank, member FDIC.
Hi, this is Will Dunson with Dubuque Mattress. Why is a Dubuque Mattress customer a customer for life? It's simple. At Dubuque Mattress, the customer is number one. Period. The customer's happiness is the most important thing. If there is anything I can do to help you sleep better, I will. Whether it's while you're looking at a new mattress, 6 months later, or 10 years after you've purchased from us, you are still number one.
Dubuque Mattress Factory, you get a little snooze time.
Pregame 3.
Raleigh Cheese pregame show on Dubuque Super Hits 106 on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel with Kingston Clayton and Arena Satterley. I'm John Satterley with the Raleigh Cheese pregame show. Let's go with our injury report presented to you by Russell Law Offices. Their experienced team of personal injury lawyers will fight for your rights and help you get the compensation you deserve. Visit RussellLawWI.com. No injuries to speak of for the Cuba City Cubans. The Darlington Redbirds, Kagan Paisley, he is out with an ankle injury that he suffered on the first day of practice, so he will not play tonight. Other than that, everybody else is healthy, and they will be playing this evening for Coach Tom Uppina for the Darlington Redbirds. Your injury report presented to you by Russell Law Offices. Visit RussellLawWI.com. Colors of the game, starting lineup, all coming your way from the Ayers Furniture broadcast booth. Ayers Furniture in downtown Ridgeway for free delivery on heirloom quality furniture for every room in your home. For what's sure to be the best seat in your house, be sure to visit Ayers Furniture and AyersFurniture.com. More after this time out on Dubuque Super Hits 106 on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 1.
Like any business, success in dairying is often determined by who you know rather than what you know. That's why it's good to know the pros at Fuller's, your Gia dealer. Fuller's is your source for the hygiene brand of products, as well as other dairy hygiene products. Make your operation more efficient and profitable, and get the most out of your dairy herd by partnering with the experts at Fuller's Milker Center, LLC, your local Gia dealer in Lancaster, Richland Center, and Fuller'sMilkerCenter.com.
At Riddles Jewelry, we know there are moments in life when you realize this is what it's all about. And you wish you could hold on to that feeling forever. This is why we've made jewelry our passion for 65 years. This holiday season, find the perfect gift with savings up to 50%. Riddles Jewelry, family owned since 1959.
Riddles Jewelry, Kennedy Mall, Dubuque.
In Game 1.
From the Ayers Furniture broadcast booth on Dubuque Super Hits 106 KIYX FM, Sageville, Dubuque, Platteville, Queen Bee radio station. We're getting ready for the Darlington Redbirds taking on the Cuba City Cubans, 1-0 versus 0-2. First conference matchup for both teams. But Kingston, we were talking a little bit to both coaches earlier, but mainly talking about Tom Uppina, the Darlington Redbirds. This is a group of young men who just won a state championship in football. That goes a long way with raising confidence, especially when you're confident in your abilities.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Coming off a football state title, starting off 1-0 in the season, kind of having that attitude already and motivation. And it's going to be a great game between the Cubans and the Redbirds. Again, first conference matchup for both teams, and got a good one underway.
Absolutely. Our colors of the game presented to you by Cuba City Family Dental, Kieler Family Dental, and Darlington Family Dental. 3 convenient locations to serve your dental needs. The Redbirds wear the road black uniforms. Red trim, red numerals, white trim around the numbers. Cuba City Cubans are wearing their home white uniforms, black trim, and gold numerals. Those are your colors of the game, presented to you by Cuba City, Kieler, and Darlington Family Dental. 3 convenient locations to serve your dental needs. One score on the Shoebox scoreboard, presented by the Shoebox in Black Earth, the largest independent shoe store in the Midwest. Potosi Castle defeated Monticello this evening in boys basketball, 85 2:33. As we get ready for our national anthem that we'll have performed here at Cuba City High School at Cuba City Gymnasium. Our Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel live and archive coverage is powered by H&M Plumbing, Heating and Electrical and Lely Center, Monroe. And our Grant Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school sports is presented by Cuba City Kieler and Darlington Family Dental and Carey's Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. Let's now go courtside.
And those defending our freedom, we ask those who are able to stand, remove your hat and place your hand over your heart as CCHS grad Allie Krieger sings our national anthem. Oh, can you sleep by the dawn's early light? What so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. O'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting here and there, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
A beautiful rendition of our national anthem here this evening at Jerry Pettigrew Gymnasium, Cuba City High School, as the Cuba City Cubans hosting the number 1 ranked Darlington Redbirds. Let's go ahead and get to our starting lineups presented to you by Fuller's Milker Center. See Fuller's complete hygiene line and options for your brand new dairy setup or existing parlor remodel. Fuller's in Lancaster, Richland Center, and Fuller'sMilkerCenter.com. First, for the visitors, the Darlington Redbirds, 1-0 overall, first game of conference play. A 6-foot junior number 0, Dante Glendenning. A 5'10 senior number 10, Grady O'Brien. A 6'3 senior number 12, Broker Busher. A 6'1 junior number 13, Zeke Zuberbuehler. And a 6'2 sophomore number 23, Ryder Fitzsimons. Now the starting lineup for the host Cuba City Cubans under the direction of head coach Tanner Sheedy. A 6'3 junior number 1, Carson Collins. A 6'1 junior number 3, Hudson Kieler. A 5'11 senior number 5, Trevor Van Natta. A 6-foot junior number 10, Cameron Gooler. And a 6'4 senior number 21, Trenton Fuhrer. Cuba City comes into this contest with an 0-2 record, searching for their first win as they lost to Galena right here on Dubuque Super Hits 106, 59-46. Then a loss against the River Valley Blackhawks, 66-54. In Darlington, they are 1-0 on this season. Their one win, their lone game was against Dodgeville, 81-53. In that contest, Ryder Fitzsimons had 20 points, Broker Busher had 18, and Zeke Zuberbuehler had 16. So we're getting ready to get underway here from Cuba City High School from Jerry Pettigrew Gymnasium. The tipper is going to be won by the Darlington Redbirds. Busher had a top of the wheel. Now we'll swing it to the left side to O'Brien. O'Brien to the baseline. That's Dante Glendenning getting it to Busher. Is blocked down low by Carson Collins. Into the front court. Here comes the Cuba City Cubans. Into the right elbow. Jump step and a jump ball. Possession will stay with Cuba City. Mount City Bank's total line of credit allows you the use of the equity in your home to do the things you want. Stop into Mount City Bank to apply. Offer subject to approval. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. Learn more at MountCityBank.com. Inbound comes in to Cameron Guler, who bounces around a little bit before he gets it over to Carson Collins. Collins left wing. That is Cameron Guler trying to find some wiggle room against this man-to-man defense. Now falling in the lane, kicking out left side. 3-ball launch by Guler is nothing but net. Cameron Guler from downtown makes it a 3-0 Cuba City lead. 17-17 to play in this first half. Right side, Zubabiler with the basketball. He will dribble drive to the elbow. On the right side of the court, now left side. Pump fake on the three is Ryder Fitzsimons. Right side, 3-ball launch. That's good! Broker Busher from downtown ties us at 3 at the 17-minute mark of the first half. In the front court, it's Guler kicking out left side. Hudson Kieler thought about the 3. Instead, he'll take a couple of dribbles and pass it right side to Van Natta. Van Natta will receive the handoff, pumping on the 3, spin move at the left post, top of the wheel, swing left side. That is to Guler. Now right side. Carson Collins, picks up his dribble. Good defense by Ryder Fitzsimons. Dribble drive. Hudson Kieler right elbow jumper off rim. No good. Rebound comes down to the Redbirds. Into the front court. Darlington on offense. It'll be Fitzsimons for 3. No good. Rebound comes down to Carson Collins of the Cubans. 16-15 to play in this first half. As Hudson Kieler will dribble drive. Now Collins top of the wheel, being just absolutely swamped by Broker Busher. Now handing it left side, that goes to Trevor Van Natta. Van Natta gets a screen, trying to see Trey Fuhrer posting up, but again, good defense by the Redbirds. 2 minutes gone by in this first half. We're tied at 3. Into the lane, jump stop. The hook shot misses everything by Trevor Van Natta. Rebound comes down to Zeke Zubabiler. Zubabiler into the front court, stutter step into the lane. He gets tripped up and fouled, and that will be first foul on Cuba City. That's on Cameron Guler, his first, team's first. McNutt Electric of Belmont can assist you with all of your electrical needs, whatever the need, agricultural, commercial, or residential. Chip and his crew at McNutt Electric are on call and ready to help you. McNutt Electric, Belmont. Beautiful look down low. The left-hand layup is good. Grady O'Brien makes it 5-3 Darlington. 15:34 to play in this first half. Just the vision on that pass. It shows you the skill that Darlington has. Top of the wheel, Hudson Kieler, dribble drive in the lane. Great defense by Dante Glendenning. Swing left side to Carson Collins. Hudson Kieler will go cross court to Guler. Into the right baseline is Van Natta. Van Natta gets double teamed. He will hand it off to Guler. Left side, Collins. Thought about the jump shot. The ball stolen away by the Redbirds. Into the front court, Broker Busher. 2-on-1. Bounce pass, right side. Layup is good by Ryder Fitzsimons. It's 7-3 Redbirds. 14:55 to play in the first half. A 7-0 run by the Redbirds. An explosive team is Darlington. Now Hudson Kieler will dribble drive to the free throw line. Gets double teamed. Top shot off glass is good. Hudson Kieler cutting the deficit to 2 at 7-5. Cuba City, 14:34 to play in this first half. A 3-ball from downtown. Broker Busher a second one. And it's 10-5 in favor of the Birds. 14:25 to play first half. Just a beautiful setup by Broker Busher to just get in rhythm, top of the key. Now dribble drive, up and under move, block shot. Van Natta is rejected. Rebound comes down to Ryder Fitzsimons. It's 1-on-2, stutter step. He will spin move in the lane. Hook shot is good. Ryder Fitzsimons makes it 12-5 in favor of Darlington. Timeout is going to be called. 14:05 to play in this first half. It's 12-5 in favor of Darlington. Back after this timeout, Dubuque Super Hits 106 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In game 2.
Finning. You're winning with Finning.
This is Matt Summerlot with Finning Kia. We are all geared up for Santa and his helpers to start spreading Christmas cheer, and we've got a few things to cheer about as well. Join us for Kia's Seasons of New Traditions sales event. Enjoy 0.9% APR for 60 months, plus $1,000 Vin Select retail bonus cash on select remaining 2025 Tellurides. What better way to bring in the new year than driving home in a brand new Kia? From all of us at Finning Kia, we wish you a safe and happy holiday season. And remember, you can always find us at the corner of Savings, Highway 20, and the Northwest Arterial, where we're changing the perception of car buying. Quick, comfy, and fun.
Select VIN sticker retail bonus cash available toward the purchase of specially tagged new vehicles. 0.9% APR up to 60 months. $17.05 per month per $1,000 financed at 60 months. Subject to credit approval by Kia Finance America for well-qualified buyers. Not all will qualify. Offer good through 1/2/2026.
Finnin'. You're winning with Finnin'. Finnin'.
In game 2.
From the Ayers Furniture broadcast booth, 12-5, Darlington with the lead. Cuba City with the basketball. Cuba City on offense on the left baseline. Dribble drive, just checking the game. Briggs Rundy. Now they'll go to Hudson Kieler between the circles, standing on the end in Cubans. Left-hand dribble. Picks up his dribble now. Darlington kind of gone to a zone defense now. Almost a matchup zone ball knocked out of bounds. It'll remain Cuba City basketball. Community First Bank for you and the communities where you live, work, and play. Experience for yourself the difference at Community First Bank. CFBank.com, member FDIC. 13:35 to play in this first half. 7-point Darlington advantage. Cuba City pump fake on the three. Bounce pass left side. Carson Collins saves it from being stolen by Broker Busher. Now right side, that's Van Natta. Bounce pass to the high post. That's Briggs Rundy. Kick out to Hudson Kieler. He thought about the three. Now he'll drive. 4 black jerseys around him. Kick right side to Collins. Cuba City trying to find an opening. They have not been able to find one. The only opening they had was that first 3 ball. Up and under move, and the shot up no good. Rebound, Broker Busher. Busher behind the back dribble into the front court with 13 minutes to play first half. 12-5, the Redbirds. Looking down low, Fitzsimons will open for a moment. Now Sloan Glendenning, who just checked in the game. Zub for 3, good! Zeke Zubabuehler from downtown, the third 3 of the game for the Redbirds. Is now a 10-point advantage, 15-5, 12:45 to play in this first half. Zubabuehler, who got to take the final knee down at Camp Randall Stadium less than a month ago to bring home the first Redbird State Championship in football in 30 years. Gets a big 3. Now in the lane, off-balance shot by Carson Collins is no good. Broker Busher with the board. Into the front court, Fitzsimons. He dials up from distance, and it's stuck, which ends up being a jump ball, and possession arrow will stay with the Redbirds. The Redbirds with the... Darlington thinks it was actually going to be Cuba City ball, but it is the jump ball because it got stuck right there in the corner. I couldn't do that if I tried.
Oh, yeah. Senior Jonas Teasdale checking in for the Cubans.
Nice. Thank you for that. He is Kingston Clayton. I'm John Satterley. Now Zub dials up again. Good!
They can't miss.
Zeke Zubabuehler from downtown, 18-5 in favor of the Redbirds. This has been an 18-2 run over the past 3 minutes. Into the front court, spin move, high post, kick left baseline, pump fake on the 3 is Van Natta. He is being harassed by Zubabuehler right in front of the Darlington bench. Now Kieler gets the ball tipped away and over to Jonas Teasdale. Teasdale, high post, trying to look down low, ball knocked away, and I think a foul is going to be called on Zubabuehler as he was trying to football tackle him instead of take the basketball away. First team foul, first foul on Zeke Zubabuehler. All-Star Power Wash in Benton, your full-service painting and power washing company specializing in residential, agriculture, and commercial projects. Visit All-Star Power Wash on the web and Facebook and call today for a quote. Plus, Ivy Construction, Mineral Point, as steal by the Darlington Redbirds. We'll get to talk more about Ivy Construction in a moment. Zub with the ball on the right side. Now top of the wheel, Busher. Nice look down low, layup good. Paxton Paisley makes it 20-5, 11:30 to play in this first half. 3 ball left wing. That's good for the Cubans. Hudson Kieler with 5. That breaks a long scoring drought for the Cubans. Now some full court press being put on. Looking down low, up with a layup is good. That by Marcus Kendall, who just checked in the game. 22-8. 11:09 to play in this first half. One thing with both these teams, the capability is there for a shootout, and looks like we're seeing one. Drive to the lane, off glass, no good by Carson Collins. Rebound to Zub. Zeke into the front court. He dribble drives into the lane, goes all the way to the rack. The finger roll is good. 8 for Zub. 24-8. 10:48 to play in the first half. Darlington just on fire. Left-hand side, pump fake on the 3 is Kieler. He'll drive to the lane, lowers his shoulder, now kicks it back out to Landon Geyer. Geyer hands off, doing the weave now for the Cubans. Ball knocked away, out of bounds. Last touched by Darlington. Pecatonica Co-op Oil, and the South Wayne Mart for all of your fuel needs, not only for your vehicle, but for yourself as well. Quality Senex fuel products will keep you on the go. South Wayne Mart at Pecatonica Co-op Oil of South Wayne. Plus Ivy Construction Mineral Point, a family-owned and operated ready-mix, aggregate, and excavation company serving Southwest Wisconsin. Ivy's Construction Mineral Point. Landon Leffelholz just checked in the game. He has a basketball over to Hudson Kieler. Kieler drives, kick out to Collins. Collins thought about driving, but Broker Busher said, I don't think so. And now an errant pass goes out of bounds. Darlington basketball. Virtue Motors in Darlington wishes all area student athletes good luck and success this season. Buying or selling a vehicle, check out Virtue Motors online or just stop in. And Apple River State Bank and First Community Bank of Galena, where you'll find local bankers making local decisions, meeting local needs. It's a banking experience you won't get anywhere else. Apple River State Bank, First Community Bank of Galena, member FDIC. Plus Coal Acres Golf and Grill, Cuba City, CoalAcresGolfandGrill.com. Zone defense now by the Cuba City Cubans on the Darlington Redbirds as Busher has it between the circles. Now to the right side, that's Ryder Fitzsimons. Now drive by Broker Busher. He gets 3 white jersey around, kicks left side. 3-ball launch. That's good! Ryder Fitzsimons with the basket. Dempsey, sorry. Thank you very much. Peyton Dempsey from distance. I saw it too. Now 3-ball on the right side. No good. Cuba City wanted a foul on Landon, not against Landon Leffelholz, but he shot a 3. No good. 27-8. Now thought about the 3 was Sloan Glendenning. Back out to Busher. Busher with the basketball. 9:30 to play in this first half. 27-8 in favor of the Redbirds. Now Busher dials up from distance. Too strong. Rebound comes down to the Cubans. Just remember, it was 3-0 in favor of Cuba City. Since then, it's been all Birds. Up in the lane, no good with the shot by Hudson Kieler, but he'll go to the line to shoot 2. Haberland Heating and Cooling of Hazel Green, your local Carrier dealer with a complete line of home heating products to keep your family comfortable. Call Nick Haberland of Haberland Heating and Cooling. Applied Micro, your computer networking specialist. Platteville, Dodgeville, AppliedMicro.biz, and Cuba City Collision and Repair. Cuba City Collision and Repair is a wreck amended by long satisfied customers. See Joel Groom, Brian Cohn, and the crew at Cuba City Collision and Repair. First free throw by Kieler is good. And after this free throw, we will have Kingston Clayton take over on the play-by-play for the rest of this first half. Second one is up. It is no good. Rebound comes down to Landon Edgerton. Take it away, Kingston.
9:15 left in this one. Redbirds with it. Ryder Fitzsimons on the right side. And down low to Broker Busher in the corner. Good ball movement from the Redbirds. Down to Busher. And through a lot of contact, he gets that layup to go. 8:58 left in this first half. Darlington with a 20-point lead. Briggs running on the top of the key for the Cubans. Driving down low. On the right side, Hudson Kieler. His 3 balls up. No good. Too much on that one. Rebounded by the Redbirds. Taking it up is number 23, Ryder Fitzsimons, driving down all by himself. 3 men, and he gets it to go with the and one opportunity. Down low with a lot of contact, and drives it all by himself down low, and he's shooting an and one. Checking in for the Redbirds for Broker Busher is number 13, Zeke Zulenbuehler. So Ryder Fitzsimons. And one opportunity is up, and he connects.
Tonight's game is being brought to you in part by Southwest Health. They have over 24 specialty services with more than 50 specialists, so you can have specialized care without traveling far from home. Learn more about their specialty services, southwesthealth.org, and Laley Center Monroe. Call your local dairy automation specialist, Jordan Wilson, at Laley Center Monroe.
Redbirds up 32-9, 8:30 left in the first half. Top of the key, Hudson Kieler over to Cameron Guler. Passing it over to Trevor Van Netta. Driving down low, 3 against 1. Gets that one tipped away from the Redbirds. And we have a jump ball. And that one is going to stay with the Cubans. Checking in for Cuba City is number 0, Michael Nicely, in for number 3, Hudson Kieler.
Grant Regional Health Center's ortho chief, Dr. Brad Binsfeld, and Nate Stocko, PAC, provide exceptional care for sports-related injuries. Grant Regional Health Center. Better health starts here.
Bounce pass to Rundy. Rundy can't get the layup to go, and we got a foul under the basket.
Peyton Dempsey will be called for the personal foul. His first, team's third.
8:17 left in this first half. Darlington up 32-9 over the Cubans of Cuba City. Nicely on the top of the key. Gets that one stolen away from, it is Zeke Zulenbuehler, and he gets the transition bucket to go down.
He has 10.
8 minutes left in the first half. Darlington with the 34-9 lead over the Cubans. Trevor Van Netta, long three, just short. And that one will stay with the Cubans. Last touch by Ryder Fitzsimmons of the Redbirds.
Fitzsimons. There you go.
Fitzsimons.
Yep. Century 21 affiliated in Boscobel. See Bobby, Joe, Hans, Allison, or Richard for all of your real estate needs. Century 21 in Boscobel. I better get that one right with Fitzsimons because I'm in the same fantasy football league as his dad. So if I get that one wrong, we have problems.
Van Netta on the top of the key. Driving down low, 2 against 1. Through contact, Van Netta hitting out, and he almost got the and 1, but he'll be shooting 2. Foul was against number 20. It was Peyton Dempsey of Darlington. 7:43 left in the first half. Trevor Van Netta shooting 2. First one connects. 3 Redbirds checking in.
Melody Funeral Home and Crematory of Platteville offering a history of caring and understands that each family is unique and will honor personal requests and tradition.
Glendenning, O'Brien, and Busher checking in for the Redbirds.
Matt and Laura Melby, the Melby Funeral Home and Crematory, Platteville. And Anytime Roofing. Visit AnytimeRoofingWI.com to see how Anytime Roofing can help with your next roofing or siding project.
Van Netta's second free throw can't go, but he gets the rebound, shoots the 3, and that one will not go. Rebounded by Briggs Rundy. Driving down low is nicely. Pump fake pass over to Guler in the corner. Going down low through contact. Guler passing it out to Nicely. Nicely, nice pump fake down low, and he gets the bucket. 12:34. Cubans trail the Redbirds. 7:15 left in the first half. Ryder Fitzsimons. Pump fake on the right side. Glendowning down low. Zulenbuehler. Top of the key. Back to Zubenbuehler, and miscommunication. Throws that one out of bounds. That one will go back to Cuba City.
West End Salvage of Lancaster. See Junkyard Joe Krantz of the West End Salvage team for recycling as well as construction and demolition waste too. West End Salvage Lancaster. That was the first turnover for the Redbirds.
Van Netta to the left side. It's going to be Landon Leffelholtz. Guler, Rundy on the right side. Picks up his dribble, knocked away from Glendenning. Another turnover for the Redbirds. Zubenbuehler down low to Busher through contact, and he gets the easy layup. 6:35 left in the first half. Redbirds up 36-12 over the Cubans.
That's now 2 players in double digits for the Redbirds already.
It's going to be Trevor Van Netta over to Cam Guler on the top of the key behind the back. Back over to Van Netta, nicely driving down low. Good pass over to Landon Leffelholtz. And 14:36, Cubans trail. Long pass over from Zubenbuehler in the corner to Glendenning. No good on the three-pointer. Rebounded by Guler. Van Netta in transition over to Briggs Rundy down on the right side. Little bit of contact. Back of the key. Back over to Van Netta. Trevor Van Netta driving down low on Glendenning. Passing on the left side to Guler. Nice pump fake from Cam Guler over to Nicely. Back over to Guler. His three-pointer. No good. Deep pass from Zubenbuehler to Glendenning. And Fitzsimons gives it to Busher. And Zubenbuehler, top of the key, taking his time. Over to the right side is O'Brien. Back to Zubenbuehler. Three-pointer. It's good! He connects. It was Ryder Fitzsimons from 3.
And now 3 Redbirds in double digits.
25-point lead for the Redbirds. 39-14, 5:10 left in the first half. Briggs Rundy to Cam Guler. Trying to get something started up for the Cubans. Guler driving down low, kicks it to Leffelholtz. Nicely in the corner. Through contact, picks up his dribble, and it's going to be stolen from Dante Glendenning of Darlington. Busher taking it up on the right side. Three-pointer, it connects! Ryder Fitzsimons from beyond the arc, 42-14. Darlington leads the Cubans with 4:40 left in the first half.
Unreal.
Landon Leffelholtz guarded by Busher. Lots of contact on the left side. Briggs Rundy with it now, driving down low. 3-on-1, and he gets the foul. It's going to be called on number 0, Dante Glendenning. Checking in for the Cubans is Trayton Furr and number 3, Hudson Kieler.
Anderson Weber Toyota in Dubuque, powering our audio stream. Anderson Weber Toyota in Dubuque, when you are ready. And Claire Bank with their 8 convenient locations in Southwest Wisconsin. Proud to support our community events. Claire Bank, where they say we can do that. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Trayton Furs throw over to Vanetta, bounced off his hand, and that one will go back to Darlington. 4:25 left in this one. Darlington in this first half, Darlington leads 42-14 over the Cubans. Broker Busher taking his time, man defense from the Cubans. Trying to set something up, 5 out for the Redbirds. Zubenbuehler going down low, little 3 against 1, and it's going to be O'Brien's three-pointer, can't connect, rebounded by the Cubans. Cam Guler over to Vanetta. Vanetta driving down low, 2-on-1, and we got a traveling violation, too many steps from Vanetta.
Hermson's Ace Hardware and Home Center in Bloomington, and Hermson's Ace Hardware at the bottom of Main and Platteville. See Hermson's for the perfect paint for your next project. Hermson's Ace Hardware in Bloomington and Platteville. Brian's Auto Body and Paint Specialist. The pros at Brian's get the job done right. For unexpected dings, major repair projects, head to Brian's Auto Body and Paint, Lancaster. WCC Brands, Custom Apparel and Kieler, and WCC-brands.com.
Screen from Glenn Denning. Zuberbuehler with the ball on the top of the key. Nice ball movement down low. Goes up for the shot, and it's tipped away from Cam Guler in transition. Trayton Furr, nice pass over to Vanetta in the corner for the Cubans. 3:35. Redbirds lead 42-14 over the Cubans. Cam Guler on the top of the key. Over to the left side, Hudson Kieler. Down low to Trayton Furr. Back over to Kieler. Screen from Furr. Kieler down low. And no good with the layup. Rebounded by Briggs. Rundy back over to Kieler. His second attempt, and he gets it to fall. 3:15 left. Cuba City trailing 16-42 to the Darlington Redbirds. Zeke Zuberbuehler taking it up for the Redbirds. Pass over to O'Brien. In the corner, it's going to be Ryder Fitzsimons. No good from that one. Tipped off of the head from Trevor Vanetta. And a 3-ball from Zeke Zuberbuehler. Nothing but net from the beyond the arc. 45-16. Darlington leads the Cubans with 2:50 in the first half.
I tell you, that's his third three-pointer of this first half as well. The Redbirds on fire.
Trevor Vanetta guarded by Busher. Over by Guler on the left side. He takes up with the key. 5 out for the Cubans. Down low is Briggs Rundy, though. And his layup no good. Far on the left side. Rebounded by Trayton Furr, and he gets it to go. 18:45. Cubans trail the Redbirds. Glenn Denning all by himself, and he gets the easy layup.
The quickness.
47-18. Darlington leads Cuba City. 2:15 left in the first half. Taking it up is Trevor Vanetta, guarded by Zeke Zuberbuehler. Driving down low, kick out pass over to Kieler. Keeler's long ball. And it's good! He puts it in. Hudson Kieler from beyond the arc, 18:47. Cuba City trails Darlington. Nice move down low. And just short, it was from Ryder Fitzsimons. Trevor Vanetta in transition. 21-47. Cubans are trailing the Redbirds. 1:45 left in the first half. And wide open was Hudson Kieler. Miscommunication. Nice screen from the Cubans. 23-47. Cubans trail. 3-ball from Dante Glendenning. And he connects from beyond the arc. 50-23. Darlington leads Cuba City. 1:25 left in the first half. Briggs Rundy taking it up, guarded by Busher. Over to Trayton Furr on the top of the key. Driving down low all by himself. Kicks it out to Cameron Guler. Down low is Hudson Kieler through contact. And that's going to be a charge violation on Hudson Kieler. Way to use the body from Darlington to plant your feet was Dante Glendenning.
Tonight's game brought to you in part by Russell Law Offices. Local legal representation. Call for a consultation to discuss personal injury, estate planning, family law, criminal defense, probate administration, and more. Russell Law Offices, Platteville, Dodgeville, Cuba City, and Darlington. Breckler Insurance Group. For all of your insurance needs, see Steve Londowski at Breckler Insurance Fenimore. Breckler Insurance, serving Southwest Wisconsin for over 95 years.
Checking in for the Redbirds is Sloan Glendenning and Marcus Kendall. Down low, it is Marcus Kendall, the guy I was just talking about. He gets the easy layup down low. 52-23, Redbirds lead the Cubans. 50 seconds left to go in this first half. Taking it down low, all by himself. Trevor Vanetta, nice step back, and there's a foul. That one will go against the Redbirds as I believe is a shooting foul. Yes, it was. It was on number 52, Sloan Glendenning. And Trevor Vanetta shooting 2.
And that's his second, team foul number 6.
And it bounces in and out. First one.
Tonight's game brought to you in part by Cole Acres Golf and Grill, Cuba City. ColeAcresGolfandGrill.com. And Applied Micro, your computer and networking specialist in Platteville, Dodgeville, and AppliedMicro.biz. Plus Krantz Auto Parts and Krantz Hardware do it best. See Rob Krantz. And the crew for full service repair on cars and light trucks too. Krantz Auto Parts and Krantz Hardware do it best. Fenimore.
Moneta over 2 on free throws, 23-52. Cubans trail the Redbirds. Just about 30 seconds left to go in this first half. Darlington with the ball. Busher on the top of the key. Busher taking his time, dribbling, guarding up by him is Trevor Van Netta. Driving down low, nice spin move from Busher. Little fade away, gets away from it and passes it back out to his teammate. It's going to be Ryder Fitzsimons. Back over to Busher, guarded by Trevor Van Netta. 10 seconds left. It's going to be Busher driving down low. Through a lot of contact. This will be taken away from Cam Kieler. 3 seconds left in. Briggs run. He gets the layup in transition. And that will do it for the first half. Cuba City trails Darlington 52-25 in the first half.
And we have a palindrome for a halftime score. 52-25. Of course, I had to do I can hear the students at UW-Platteville right now. Palindrome, palindrome. And they have to say it all the way through halftime. So, good thing this didn't happen at UW-Platteville. Right now, the Cuba City Cubans trailing the Darlington Redbirds 52-25. Time for your halftime report. Presented to you by McNutt Electric of Belmont. We'll have scores from around the area, halftime stats, and more from Jerry Pettigrew Gymnasium. It's Swall Conference Boys Basketball on Dubuque Super Hits 106 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 3.
Happy holidays. This is Sue Rydell from the Bell Tower Theater inviting you to our uproarious new comedy. Tired of performing A Christmas Carol year after year? 3 actors decide instead to perform every Christmas story ever told, plus traditions from around the world and every carol ever sung. Don't miss Every Christmas Story Ever Told and then some, December 5th to the 21st. Tickets are just $26. Call 588-3377 or visit belltowertheater.net. Sponsored by Green State Credit Union.
Cheese is the perfect addition to any holiday meal. Hi, this is Christine Raleigh of Raleigh Cheese House. Visit our store for your favorite cheese selections, including our own Dunbarton Blue, Red Rock, and Little Mountain. We customize gift boxes for any budget. Don't forget about our made-to-order cheese trays that everyone will love. Taste the difference of handmade Wisconsin cheese at Raleigh Cheese House. Visit us on Facebook, RaleighCheese.com, or on the corner of Highways 11 and 23, Shellsburg.
In Game 3.
Back to Cuba City High School Jerry Pettigrew Gymnasium on Dubuque Super Hits 106 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Right now, it's been all Darlington in this one, with your score 52-25. We'll get to your halftime stats in just a moment. Plus, we'll get scores from around the area. Just trying to get all that lined up right now. And we'll have it coming your way in just a moment on Dubuque Super Hits 106.
In Game 4.
Hello, Dr. Matt here from Cuba City Family Dental. Something we take pride in is having 3 state-of-the-art facilities in Cuba City, Kieler, and Darlington. Our investment in the latest technology and innovative services allows us to provide top-notch dental care to our area families. Take control of your oral health and make an appointment with our team, and let's make your smile the best it can be. Contact Cuba City, Darlington, and Kieler Family Dental now, and let's start this journey together. Keep smiling, Tri-States.
When Mother Nature or bad luck messes up your vehicle, it doesn't have to get worse. Taylor Weber with Abra Auto Body shares how they ease the pain of repair.
We assist with all of the insurance paperwork, so as long as you have the claim started, we can handle the claim after that. We offer loaner cars, and we have a lifetime warranty on all work performed. We try to make the process as painless as possible.
Abra Auto Body, a division of Anderson Weber Toyota. When you're ready.
In Game 4.
With Kingston Clayton and our statistician Arena Satterley, I'm John Satterley on Dubuque Super Hits 106 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. It's been all Darlington in this one with your score 52-25. Let's take a look at our halftime stats presented to you by Dodgeville Tax and Accounting and Arena L. Satterley CPA with offices in Dodgeville and in Gratiot. Go to DodgevilleTax.com for more information to keep more of your hard-earned money in your pocket. First, for the Darlington Redbirds, Led in scoring by Zeke Zubebuehler and Ryder Fitzsimons, both with 13 points. 10 for Broker Busher, 5 for Dante Glendenning, 4 for Marcus Kendall. Then you have 3 points for Peyton Dempsey, 2 for Grady O'Brien, and 2 for Paxton Paisley. The Darlington Redbirds have led by as many as 29 points. Not 39. I got to make sure I have my adding correct here. 29 points. But they led by 45 to 16 and 47 to 18, even 52 to 23. The Cuba City Cubans are led by Hudson Kieler with 13 points, Cameron Guler with 3, Bregus Rundy with 2, Trey Fuhrer with 2, and Trevor Van Natta with 1. Also Michael Nicely with 2 points. 2 of 6 from the free throw line, 33% for the Cubans. And for the Redbirds here, they didn't have many free throws. Literally, they only had 1 free throw, and they made it. That was Ryder Fitzsimons, 1 for 1. We'll have the team stats coming up in just a moment on the Big Super Hits 106 on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 5.
If you're upgrading a home or business, call the trusted pros at Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. They offer a premium selection of CHI overhead doors, combining style, durability, and security for both residential and commercial properties. Need rain gutters to protect your building from water damage? Carey's has you covered there too. Learn more at Carey'sGuttersandDoors.com. They sell the best and service the rest. Get the quality you deserve at Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors, Belmont, and Prairie du Chien.
Find holiday savings at Tammy's Piggly Wiggly in Galena. Stop in for the best price around on their bone-in certified Angus beef rib roast while supplies last, 1 per customer with rewards. Sugardale ham portions are 79 cents per pound with rewards and a separate $25 or larger purchase. Limit 1 per customer while supplies last. 4-ounce cold water lobster tails are only $6.99 each, and 10 to 20-ounce warm water lobster tails only $22.99 a pound. Happy holidays from Tammy's Piggly Wiggly in Galena.
Piggly Wiggly. Shop the pig!
In Game 5.
Big Super Hits 106 on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Halftime from Jerry Pettigrew Gymnasium at Cuba City High School, 52-25. The Darlington Redbirds ranked number 1 in Division 4, leading the Cuba City Cubans. Our team stats presented to you by Dodgeville Tax and Accounting showed the Cuba City Cubans 44% from 2-point range, 7 of 16. For 44%, 3 of 8 from downtown, 38%. So that first half shooting percentage, 10 of 24 for 42%, which all in all, Kingston, is not really that bad shooting-wise. But now listen to this. The Darlington Redbirds said they were on fire. Well, that was no kidding. 12 of 14, 86% from 2-point range, 9 of 15 from 3-point range, 60%. 21 of 29, 72% from the field. That's video game numbers.
Yeah, definitely.
That's 2K numbers.
Yeah, they're looking very comfortable right now. They're letting that ball fly, and it's catching everything but net.
Absolutely. Rebounds were even that first half, 12 apiece. The turnover story is also another one where Darlington had 3 turnovers, 9 for Cuba City. I just kind of felt that they had right around 10, just the way everything seemed to go. It seemed like it was right around 10. Again, our stats are presented to you by Dodgeville Tax and Accounting and Arena El Satterley CPA with offices in Dodgeville and in Gratiot. Keep more of your hard-earned money during tax season coming up. Go to DodgevilleTax.com for more information. We will be right back with your Shoebox scoreboard from Cuba City High School, 52-25. Darlington leading Cuba City on the Big Super Hits 106 on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 6.
Hi, this is Steve Schmidt, owner of the Shoebox in downtown Black Earth. We have thousands of pairs of shoes in stock, no waiting. So stop in anytime, specializing in size, selection, and fit. We will save you money. P.S. We measure both feet. Stop into the Shoebox, the largest shoe store at the north end of Black Earth.
Turbine Dodge salutes Mackenzie Pfeiffer, RN on the cardiovascular unit at Mercy One Dubuque. Turbine will honor Mackenzie with a donation to Hospice of Dubuque in her honor. Visit TurbinDodge.com to nominate an area nurse. Thank you, Mackenzie, from Turbine Dodge in Dubuque.
Season's greetings from People's State Bank. This time of year, the bank is reminded just how grateful they are for the people who make local communities shine. Customers, neighbors, and their dedicated team. Community support means everything. As families celebrate, shop, and gather this season, People's State Bank is proud to stand beside them, helping locals stay strong. From the People's State Bank family to yours, they wish you joy, peace, and a bright new year. People's State Bank, member FDIC.
In Game 6.
From the Ayers Furniture Best Seat in the House broadcast booth at Jerry Pettigrew Gymnasium, 52-25. Darlington leading the Cuba City Cubans. Let's take a look at our halftime scores. Presented to you by the Shoebox in Black Earth, the largest independent shoe store in the Midwest. Some scores that we have for you here this evening. We have Potosi Castle defeating Monticello in a Six Rivers crossover game, 85-33. Lancaster leading Dodgeville 20-12. Fenimore at halftime leading Riverdale 35-20. So those are the scores that we have for you. Also, one other score that I want to pass along. Congratulations to the Wisconsin Badger volleyball team defeating Stanford in the Sweet 16 matchup in Austin, Texas. 3-1, and the Wisconsin Badgers will play the host Texas Longhorns coming up tomorrow. So again, congratulations to the Wisconsin Badgers to move on to the Elite Eight. Hopefully they can make it back to the Final Four and bring home some more hardwood to Madison. Here, 52-25, Kingston. I think if you're Cuba City, you've got to, I don't want to say lock down on defense. They've done a really good job on defense. The ball movement for Darlington has been stellar. And by looking at this score, Cuba City is a really good team. Darlington seems like they're just better.
Oh, yeah, and we saw kind of a switch in defense. They tried something out with the zone defense, but they went right back to the man defense, kind of ending near that first half from Cuba City.
Mountain City Bank's total line of credit allows you the use of the equity in your home to do the things you want. Stop at a Mountain City Bank to apply. Offers subject to approval. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender. Learn more at mountaincitybank.com. Your halftime report presented to you by McNett Electric of Belmont. They can assist you with all of your electrical needs. Whatever the need, agricultural, commercial, or residential, Chip and his crew at McNett Electric are on call and ready to help you. McNett Electric, Belmont. Darlington starts with the ball to start the second half, and on our play-by-play, Kingston Clayton.
52-25. Darlington leads the start of the second half. Brooker Busher taking it up for the Redbirds. Finding Dante Glendenny on the top of the key, pass on the left side, and a nice look. It was from Ryder Fitzsimons going through contact and gets the layup to go. 54-25, Redbirds lead. It's 17:40 left in the second half. Cam Guler on the top of the key for the Cubans. Back on the left side to Kieler, giving it down low to Fur. Kieler driving down low against Glendenny, and he gets the easy layup and puts it down for the Cubans. They trail 27-54, 17:23 left in this one. And Zeke Zuberbuehler, his first three of the second half, can't connect with it. Rebounded by Carson Collins of the Cubans. Trevor Van Netta slowing things down for the Cubans. Picks up his dribble on the left side to Cam Guler. Cam Guler on the top of the key now. Driving down low. On the top of the key, kicking it over to Carson Collins. Back to Guler. Looking down low, going to take it himself. Nice spin move from Guler. His fadeaway jumper, no good. Rebounded by Busher. Busher, nice crossover against Collins, all by himself. And he takes the three, and he puts it down for the Redbirds. 30-point lead for Darlington, 16:43 left in the second half. Trevor Van Netta taking it up for the Cubans. Passing over to Collins, back to Van Netta. Looks for the three, picks up his dribble, guarded over by Zeke Zuberbuehler. With a lot of trouble, kicks it over to Kieler. Hudson Kieler driving down low against O'Brien through contact. Back over to Van Netta. Pump fakes going down low. 2 against 1 from Van Netta, and a nice look. Nice mid-ranger from Van Netta, and he puts it down for the Cubans. 16:18 left. 29-57. They trail the Redbirds. Zeke Zuberbuehler going down low. Guarded up by Kieler. Going over to Brooker Busher. 2-on-1. Trying to find O'Brien, but knocked away from the Cubans. 2-on-1. Hudson Kieler taking himself, looking for the foul, and it's going to stay with the Cubans, though. Bounced off from Ryder Fitzsimons.
I think that could have been a foul, too, but it was not called. Community First Bank, for you in the communities where you live, work, and play. Experience for yourself the difference at Community First Bank, cfbank.com, member FDIC. And by Virtue Motors in Darlington, wishing all area student athletes good luck and success this season. Buying or selling a vehicle, check out Virtue Motors in Darlington online or just stop on in.
And the three-pointer from the Cubans, and it is number 24, Landon Geyer, getting things started for the Cubans. 32-57. They trail the Redbirds. 15:41 left to go in the second half. Zeke Zuberbuehler going down low to Dante Glendenny, taking his time over, passing it to number 23, Ryder Fitzsimons, and he gets the layup. 61-32 with 15:23 left to go in the second half. Darlington leads. Jonas Teasdale going across the court to Van Netta, stolen away from Busher. Going down low and one-on-one against Trevor Van Netta, and a nice Euro step from Brooker Busher. 61-32, 15 minutes left to go in the second half. Briggs Rundy, and a nice spin move from Jonas Teasdale, and can't get the jumper to go. Rebounded by Zeke Zuberbuehler. Zuberbuehler in transition over to O'Brien, down low by himself, 2-on-1. And we get a whistle, and there is a timeout by the Redbirds.
30-second timeout. Let's give you a chance to say thank you to All-Star Power Wash in Benton, your full-service painting and power washing company specializing in residential, agriculture, and commercial projects. Visit All-Star Power Wash on the web, Facebook, and call today for a quote. Ivy Construction Mineral Point is a family-owned and operated ready-mix aggregate and excavation company serving southwest Wisconsin. Ivy's Construction Mineral Point. Pecatonica Co-op Oil and South Wayne Mart for all of your fuel needs, not only for your vehicle, but for yourself as well. Quality Settings fuel products will keep you on the go. South Wayne Mart, Pecatonica Co-op of South Wayne. And Apple River State Bank and First Community Bank of Galena, where you'll find local bankers making local decisions, meeting local needs. It's a banking experience you won't get anywhere else. Apple River State Bank, First Community Bank of Galena, member FDIC. Coal Acres Golf and Grill, Cuba City, and CoalAcresGolfandGrill.com. Haverland Heating and Cooling of Hazel Green, your local Carrier dealer with a complete line of home heating products to keep your family comfortable. Call Nick Haverland of Haverland Heating and Cooling.
Busher to take it, down low pass over to Glendenning, knocked away from the Cubans. Van Netta picks this one up. All by himself in the corner is Jonas Teasdale for three, and he gets that one to go down. Teasdale from the three-point range and cuts it to 35-61. Cubans trail the Redbirds in transition. No good from Zeke Zuberbuehler. She gets the layup knocked down, and it's going to be the Cubans getting it.
Foul on Darlington, Grady O'Brien. So that happened quick. Shoebox scoreboard update. Dodgeville leading Lancaster 43-37. That game Steve Pressegard has on X1071.
Sloan Glendenning and Marcus Kendall checking in for the Redbirds. 14-18 left in this one. The Redbirds lead 61-35 over Cuba City. Van Netta on the top of the key, going down low to Rundy. Back over to Van Netta, guarded up by Zuberbuehler. Screen from Rundy now. Crossing over is Van Netta. Gives it to Hudson Kieler. Hudson Kieler back over to Van Netta. His long three-pointer, no good. Rebounded by the Redbirds. Taking it is Ryder Fitzsimons, guarded by Landon Geyer. And a nice move from Fitzsimons, and we got a whistle down low.
Nice game brought to you in part by Applied Micro, your computer and networking specialist in Platteville, Dodge, and AppliedMicro.biz. Southwest Health, over 24 specialty services, more than 50 specialists. You can have specialized care without traveling far from home. Learn about their specialty services, southwesthealth.org.
Top of the key, it's Zeke Zuberbuehler over to Busher on the left side. Guarded up by Kieler, and we have another whistle. And that one is going to be on number 3, Hudson Kieler of Cuba City. 13:42 left in the second half. Darlington leads Cuba City 61-35.
Laley Center Monroe. Call your local dairy automation specialist, Jordan Wilson, at Laley Center Monroe. And Century 21 affiliated Boscobel. See Bobby, Joe, Hans, Allison, or Richard for your real estate needs. Century 21, Boscobel.
Nice pass down low is Brooker Busher through contact and can't get the first one, but he connects with the second one. 63-35, Darlington leads. Trevor Van Netta taking it up for the Cubans on the left side, all the way to Teasdale. Teasdale guarded by Busher, Landon Geyer over to the corner to Rundy. Rundy driving down low, guarded up by Glendenning. Kicks it back over to Trevor Van Netta. Nice mid-ranger, and he connects. Trevor Van Netta. And he cuts the lead down. 37-63, Cuba City trails Darlington with 13 minutes left to go in the second half. Over on the right side is Zeke Zuberbuehler, guarded up by Rundy. Left side, the three-pointer from Fitzsimons, just short, rebounded by the Cubans. Kieler falls down, stolen away from Brooker Busher, and he takes the long three. No good, just short, tipped away, and Jonas Teasdale retrieves it for the Cubans. Trevor Van Netta guarded up by Zuberbuehler. And a long three from Kieler, no good. Rebounded by the Cubans down low. And an attempt from Landon Geyer, just short, rebounded by the Redbirds. Busher taking his time, guarded up by Rundy. On the right side is Zuberbuehler, guarded up by Van Netta. Driving down low is Zuberbuehler on the left side to Fitzsimons. Taking their time down low is Marcus Kendall. Long pass over to Fitzsimons, and too much on that three-pointer, and we have a jump ball.
Tonight's game brought to you in part by Grant Regional Health Center's ortho team. Dr. Brad Binsfeld, Nate Stocco, PAC, provide exceptional care for sports-related injuries. Grant Regional Health Center. Better health starts here. And TriStar Pallets of Highland and TriStar Mulch of Cobb and Platteville. Beautify your home with decorative colored mulch. Give Jim Drury and the gang a call at TriStar Pallets Highland and TriStar Mulch of Cobb and Platteville.
Van Netta dribbling it up for the Cubans. Left side is Kieler, guarded up by Kendall. And Rundy driving down low, kicks it back over to Van Netta on the top of the key, guarded up by Sloan Glendenning. Carson Collins just checking in the game, gets the ball, gives it over to Kieler. Kieler through contact and a nice move down low in the paint. He gets a layup.
That was nasty. That was a slick move.
39-63, Cubans lead with 11:30 left in the second half, and a nice layup by Sloan Glendenning.
His first points of the game.
11:20 left in this one. 65-39, Redbirds lead the Cubans. Rundy on the top of the key, over to Kieler. Kieler driving down low, a lot of contact, 2-on-1, over to Van Netta. Driving down low against Zuberbuehler through contact, no good. Rebounded by the Cubans. And a lot of contact, gets the ball stripped away. Zuberbuehler in transition, a lob over to Brooker Busher, and Zuberbuehler gets a hold of it. And a nice pass intercepted by the Cubans. It was Landon Leffelholtz. Left side is Van Netta, guarded by Glendenning. Down low is Briggs Rundy. Rundy, his layup is no good, but there's a foul on the floor. It was against number 4, Landon Edgerton of the Redbirds. He'll be shooting 2.
Tonight's game brought to you in part by Carver Hardwood Flooring. For hardwood flooring, stair installation, and refinishing needs, call Ryan Carver, the only National Wood Flooring Association certified installer, sander, and finisher of the tri-state area. Carver's Hardwood Flooring in Benton. First one is good by Rundy. Sloan Implement, your official John Deere dealer in Bloomington, Cuba City, Montford, and Sloans.com. Faust Electric, call Brad Adrian, Josh Busher at Faust Electric, Lancaster, and Fenimore. Gary's Pest Control, Dickeyville, saluting our local athletes. Gary's Pest Control, over 40 years of professional friendly service.
And the second one by Rundy, no good, tipped away from Cuba City, so the Redbirds will retain possession. 10:38 left in this one. Darlington leads 65-40 over the Cubans. Broker Busher taking it up for the Redbirds. Guarded up by Rundy. Screen over, it was from Edgerton. Down low, 2-on-1, and a nice fadeaway from Brooker Busher.
That was textbook. Get to the high post, fade away, square up, and nothing but nylon.
67-40, Redbirds lead the Cubans. 10 left to go in this one. Cam Guler, transition pass over to Collins. Kieler on the top of the key, going down low. One-on-one action. And Guler for 3, no good. Rebounded by the Redbirds was Marcus Kendall. And a long pass intercepted from the Cubans. It's Kieler taking it up for the Cubans. Down low is Hudson Kieler, and he draws the foul. He'll be shooting 2.
Marcus Kendall gets the foul, his first team foul number 3. People State Bank for personal, home, business, and ag loans. Visit one of their convenient area locations or visit peoplesfinancial.com. Member FDIC. We'll have your Reed's Wealth Management and Edward Jones postgame show coming up with your MVP presented to you by Hermson's Ace Hardware Home Center, Tricord Turning Point, and our scrapper of the game presented by West and Salvage.
Hudson Kieler connects with his first free throw of 2.
One other thing I want to bring up to you here, Kingston, before I forget, is that Carson Collins is averaging 15.5 points per game.
And he has nothing right now.
No. That right there is a big. By the way, it's big.
Second free throw, no good.
Oh, free throw shooting has been atrocious for Cuba City. They are 4 of 10 from the free throw line.
9:47 left in this one. Darlington leads Cuba City 67-41. Brooker Busher taking it up for the Redbirds, slowing things down, guarded by Trevor Van Netta. Pass over to the right side. And driving down low, and it looks like he may have stepped out of bounds, was Ryder Fitzsimons. And that one will go back to Cuba City. Checking in for the Redbirds is Zeke Zuberbuehler, and for Brooker Busher.
Mountain City Bank's total line of credit allows you the use of the equity in your home to do the things you want. Stop into Mountain City Bank to apply. Offer subject to approval. Member FDIC equal housing lender. Learn more at mountaincitybank.com.
Van Netta taking it down low. Nice fade, but drops it over to nicely in the corner. Collins looking for his first points, going down low. Passing out to Kieler, his fake on the free throw. And it's going to be tipped around, and Zuberbuehler gets it for Darlington. Driving down low, 2-on-1 from Zuberbuehler, and a nice step. No good on the layup. Cuba City retains possession. Van Netta takes it. Nice move down low, and Darlington strips it away. Ryder Fitzsimons going down low against Kieler, and his nice look gets it to go. A great look from Ryder Fitzsimons as he gets the layup. 69-41. Darlington leads with 8:50 left in this one. Trevor Van Netta on the right side to Cameron Kieler. Kieler loses the ball, picks it back up, and gives it to Collins on the top of the key. Nicely guarded by Paxton Paisley. Gives it to Cameron Kieler. Cameron Kieler, nice. Good move over to Van Netta. And Cam Kieler gets the ball, and his three-pointer no good. Rebounded by Nicely. Back over to Kieler. And a lot of contact, and there will be a jump ball. That'll go back to Darlington.
8:22 to play in this one. 69-41 in favor of the Redbirds. Tonight's game brought to you in part by McNett Electric of Belmont. They can assist you with all of your electrical needs, whatever the need, agricultural, commercial, residential. Chip and his crew, McNett Electric, are on call, ready to help you. McNett Electric, Belmont. With Kingston Clayton, I'm John Satterley. Thank you for joining us at Dubuque Super Hits 106, KYIX-FM, Sageville, Dubuque, Platteville, a Queen Bee radio station. With the basketball, it'll be Fitzsimons up with a tough shot, but it's going to be a foul and 2 free throws upcoming. Foul goes on Carson Collins, his first. So one thing that was interesting, too, Kingston, is just remembering that Carson Collins, 15.5 points per game right now with none. Fitzsimons at the line, shooting 2. First one is good. Tonight's game brought to you by Community First Bank. For you and the communities where you live, work, and play, experience for yourself the difference at Community First Bank. CFBank.com, member FDIC. All-Star Power Wash in Benton, your full-service painting and power washing company specializing in residential, agriculture, and commercial projects. Visit All-Star Power Wash on the web, Facebook, and call today for a quote. So with both free throws being good, 21 for Ryder Fitzsimons. 8 minutes to play in this one, 71-41. Birds by 30. Right-hand side, it is Kieler. Kieler swinging around the horn to the left baseline. Couple of dribbles by Trevor Van Netta, looking for a give and go. Big jump stop, passing it to the top of the wheel. Kieler into the lane, and it looked like it was a travel, but he traveled because he was shoved. Let's call that one a hunt. Ryder Fitzsimons gets called for his first personal team foul, number 4. Ivy Construction Mineral Point is a family-owned and operated ready-mix aggregate and excavation company serving southwest Wisconsin. Ivy's Construction, Mineral Point. Inbound underneath their own hoop will be Trevor Van Netta for the Cubans. Baseline pump fake on the 3. Dribble drive to the high post. Now back to the left side. That is Trevor Van Netta. He dribbles backwards and resetting the offense. Collins with the basketball, back cross court to Van Netta. He drives, double team, jumper from 8 is good. Trevor Van Netta with 7, 71-43. The Birds, 7:23 to play in the second half. Zeke Zuberbuehler all the way to the rack. The finger roll off glass is good. Zeke Zuberbuehler, his first points in the second half. He is 15. Back to a 30-point Redbird advantage. 7:10 to play in this one. Dribble drive, up and under move, partially blocked by Peyton Dempsey. Here come the Redbirds. Busher, bounce pass, Fitzsimons, it's good, and a foul. Ryder Fitzsimons, the hoop, the harm, the potential 3-point play. That's a foul on Carson Collins, his second. Pecatonica Co-op Oil in South Wayne Mart for all of your fuel needs. Not only for your vehicle, but for yourself as well. Quality Aesthetics Fuel products will keep you on the go. South Wayne Mart, Pecatonica Co-op Oil of South Wayne. And Virtue Motors in Darlington, wishing all area student athletes good luck and success this season. Buying or selling a vehicle? Check out Virtue Motors in Darlington online or just stop in. Free throw is good by Fitzsimons. 76-43. The Birds under 7 minutes to play in the second half. Trevor Van Anna on the left wing will start doing the weave top of the wheel. Hudson Kieler now getting it to Collins. Floater baseline, no good. Rebound comes down to Broker Busher. Busher gliding into the front court. No look pass left side. The layup is blocked by the rim, but also there to alter it was Trey Fuhrer. Here come the Cubans into the front court as Collins top of the wheel. Swing left side. Dribble drive by Hudson Kieler. Spin move up with a tough shot. No. Rebound will go out of bounds. It'll be Darlington basketball. Apple River State Bank and First Community Bank of Galena, where you'll find local bankers making local decisions, meeting local needs. It's a banking experience you won't get anywhere else. Apple River State Bank and First Community Bank of Galena, member FDIC. 6:15 at play until our Reeves Wealth Management and Edward Jones postgame show. 76-43. The Redbirds leading the Cubans. Zeke Zubabuehler passing it right side. Fitzsimons dialing up from distance. It's good. Ryder Fitzsimons, he is in the driver's seat for MVP. 27 for him. 79-43. The Birds under 6 to play. On the left-hand side, Carson Collins. He still has been shut out of this game. And yes, I'm trying to give the broadcaster curse of saying he has been so he can get off the schneid.
Definitely.
So you got Guler, top of the wheel. He will get into the lane. Up and under move. The scoop shot is good. Cameron Guler with 5. 79-45 in favor of the Redbirds. Zub into the front court on the left wing. He'll get a screen into the lane, all the way to the rack, partially blocked. He will get his own rebound. Kicking it back out, Fitzsimons. No, he'll go left side to the baseline now is O'Brien. Busher, top of the wheel. Couple of dribbles. Now he picks up his dribble once again. We'll get it back to O'Brien. O'Brien on the left wing, between the legs dribble. He sees a seam into the lane, up and under move. Scoop shot, no. Rebound comes down to the Cubans. And Trey Fuhrer into the front court is Van Natta. He will go over to the left side to Hudson Kieler. Baseline is Guler. Guler swing right side, almost a steal, but Hudson Kieler will stop, pop, 3, front iron, no. Rebound comes down to Zubabuehler, and a little bit of a shoving match between Zeke Zubabuehler and Cameron Guler, and Zub's going to be called for the foul on that one. Again, that's another football tackle.
Yeah, I was going to say.
And one thing with the officials this evening, they have let a lot go.
Yeah, definitely.
Few times I thought it should be a foul, but they have let the physicality just kind of play itself out. And the nice thing is this game has not gotten out of control, which we've seen before. And an offensive foul is going to be called on Cuba City. And that goes on Carson Collins. No, Fuhrer. That will be his first personal team foul. Number 5, both teams with 5 team fouls, 4:45 to play. In this one, 79-45, the Birds. Right side. It is Busher with the basketball. Now to the high post to O'Brien. Back to Fitzsimons. He will dribble backwards toward midcourt. Now getting it to the high post to Glendenning. Left side, Zub. Zeke with the basketball between the legs dribble. Kind of an awkward pivot. But now we'll hand it off to Broker Busher, resetting the offense. Busher, close man-to-man defense. He kind of lowers his shoulders, trying to find some space. Crossover dribble into the lane. Up and under against 4 white jerseys out of bounds. It'll be Cuba basketball. Cole Acres Golf and Grill, Cuba City, and ColeAcresGolfandGrill.com, and Haberland Heating and Cooling of Hazel Green, your local Carrier dealer with a complete line of home heating products to keep your family comfortable. Nick Haberland, Haberland Heating and Cooling. Into the front court, dribble drive into the lane. Now a lob pass out to Collins. 4-3, good! Carson Collins with 4 minutes to play in this second half. Finally gets his first points of the game. It's a 3-ball, 79-48 in favor of Darlington. Zub with the basketball, left side, Busher. Busher on the left wing. We're not seeing many threes now from the Redbirds as they're trying to work more inside. And a foul is going to be called, kind of a touch foul on Trey Fuhrer. And that is his second personal. Visit AnytimeRoofingWI.com to see how Anytime Roofing can help with your next roofing or siding projects. Shoebox scoreboard from around the area. Halftime scores, River Ridge was leading Albany 28-20. Up and under move by Busher down low. No shot as a foul first, as we'll see Coach Tom Uppena cleaning out the bench. Foul goes on Geyer. Did I see that right? Yes, it was. Landon Geyer gets his Third personal, team foul number 7. The Melby Funeral Home and Crematory Platteville offers a history of caring and understands that each family is unique and will honor personal requests and tradition. Matt and Laura Melby at Melby Funeral Home and Crematory Platteville. And West End Salvage of Lancaster, see Junkyard Joe Krantz. And West End Salvage team has a free throw bounce around the field 4 times, and it's no good on the front end of the 1-1 bonus for Broker Busher. If there is any dust on the top of the rim, it's now been kicked off. See the West End Salvage team for recycling as well. This construction demolition waste 2. West End Salvage of Lancaster. Shot up no good by the Cubans. Down to the front court for the Redbirds. Michael Larson. Now Busher drive to the rack, off glass, no good. Rebound comes down, Vincent Cummins. Carson Collins into the front court, loses the handle of the basketball, almost a steal by Peyton Dempsey. Shot up's no good. Outlet will go down court. Trying to chase it down is Michael Larson right side to Brendan Leary. Leary swing left side now, Busher top of the wheel. 2:50 to play. 3-ball right wing, back iron no good by Leary. Rebound goes out of bounds, Cuba City basketball. Anderson Weber Toyota powers our audio stream. Anderson Weber Toyota Dubuque, when you are ready. Claire Bank, with their 8 convenient locations in Southwest Wisconsin, proud to support our community events. Claire Bank, where they say we can do that. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Brian's Auto Body and Paint Specialist. The pros at Brian's get the job done right. For unexpected dings or major repair projects, head to Brian's Auto Body and Paint, Lancaster. 2:40 left in this one. 79-48, the Redbirds. They'll be hand off to Jonas Teasdale. Gets the ball knocked away and stolen. Caleb King into the front court. Pass left side. Back to King with the layup. Too strong. After the layup was by Michael Larson, here come the Cubans into the front court. It's Michael nicely dialing up from distance. It's good. Michael nicely from downtown. 79-51. The Birds, 2:18 to play in this one. In the front court, Landon Edgerton now. Left side, 3-ball up by Brandon Leary. No good. Offensive rebound by the Redbirds. Loose on the floor. Picked up down low by Caleb King. Ball knocked out of bounds. It will remain Darlington basketball. Hermson's Ace Hardware in Home Center, Bloomington, and Hermson's Ace Hardware at the bottom of Main and Platteville. See Hermson's for the perfect paint for your next project. Hermson's Ace Hardware, Bloomington and Platteville. And by WCC Brands Custom Apparel Kieler, WCC-Brands.com. Under 2 minutes to play, 79-51 in favor of the Redbirds. Michael Larson with the basketball, right side, 3-ball launch, back iron, no good by Peyton Dempsey. Rebound comes down to the Cubans with $1:45 to play. Into the front court, Landon Geyer. He gets into the high post, going to the lane. Scoops, shot, no good. Rebound, Landon Edgerton. Edgerton dribbles it off his back of his foot. It'll be stolen by Jonas Teasdale. Teasdale will drive to the hoop, and he dribbles it off his leg, and it will be Darlington basketball. Russell Office's local legal representation. Call for a consultation to discuss personal injury, estate planning, family law, criminal defense, probate administration, and more. Russell Office's Platteville, Dodgeville, Cuba City, and Darlington. 1:20 to play. 79-51, the Redbirds. Left-hand side, that is Landon Edgerton. He picks up his dribble. Now we'll get into the baseline to Caleb King. As well as see a couple more substitutes coming in here for the Redbirds for the final minute of the contest. Stolen by Jonas Teasdale, passing over to Cummins. Cummins down low, knocked away by Michael Larson. Here comes Peyton Dempsey into the front court. Don't be surprised to see a substitution timeout, and a foul down low will go on Brandon Leary, his first. Breckler Insurance Group, for all of your insurance needs. See Steve Lendowski at Breckler Insurance, Fenimore Breckler Insurance, serving Southwest Wisconsin for over 95 years. And Cole Acres Golf and Grill, Cuba City. Cole Acres Golf and Grill.com. And Lately Center Monroe, call your local dairy automation specialist Jordan Wilson at Lately Center Monroe. 50 seconds to play. 79-51, the Redbirds. Nice look down low. The layup is good. Landon Levels with the basket. 79-53 in favor of the Redbirds. Into the front court is Peyton Dempsey. Right side to go to Emmanuel Arriaga. Arriaga passes it to Caleb King. Now top the wheel to Brandon Leary. Leary looking left side for Oscar Garnica. 3-ball will be no good. Just a little off the rim by Emmanuel Arriaga. Southwest Health has over 24 specialty services and more than 50 specialists, so you can have specialized care without traveling far from home. Learn more about their specialty services, southwesthealth.org. Three-ball thought by Michael Nicely in the baseline. Instead, three-ball right wing off front iron. No good by Landon Geyer. Rebound chased down right side by Leffelholtz into the baseline. Three ball is up. No good. Back iron by Jonas Teasdale. Rebound to the Redbirds, and that will do it. 79-53, the Darlington Redbirds defeat the Cuba City Cubans here at Jerry Pettigrew Gymnasium. Postgame show coming your way in just a few minutes. Darlington 79, Cuba City 53. You heard it all right here on Dubuque Super Hits 106 and watch it on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 7.
Advanced surgical care is closer than you think. Granite Regional Health Center offers Southwest Wisconsin the latest surgical procedures supported by leading-edge diagnostic imaging. Board-certified general surgeons Dr. Rimko and Dr. Kazi perform minimally invasive procedures, which result in enhanced surgical precision, quicker recovery times, and improved patient outcomes. At Grant Regional Health Center, you'll receive innovative, advanced care from a caring, compassionate staff, all close to home. Learn more at grantregional.com.
Hi, this is Sue Rydell inviting you to become part of the Bell Tower Theater family. We all need a good laugh, and the Bell Tower has a great way to make sure you and your loved ones laugh all year long. A 2026 season subscription. You'll get one ticket for each of our 5 comedies, plus $10 for the concession stand, all for just $100. That's nearly 30% off. Get your 2026 season subscription at 588-3377 or belltowertheater.net. And remember, they make great gifts.
In Game 7. In Game 8.
Hello, Amy here from Cuba City Family Dental. Part of our dedication to excellence in the dental services we offer are same-day crowns. Instead of return visits to our office, we can diagnose and fix your tooth in one day at any of our 3 convenient locations. Call us when you are in need and experience patient-centered care for you and your family at Cuba City, Darlington, and Kieler Family Dental. Ask about our new patient specials. Keep smiling, Tri-States.
Hi, this is Justine with the Dubuque Area Chamber of Commerce. The holidays shine a little brighter when we shop local. For every $100 spent at a local business, 68 stays right here in our community, strengthening the places and people we love. Home for the Holidays celebrates the small businesses that make Dubuque feel like home. Shop participating stores for your chance to win local gift cards. Find the full list at the Chamber's website, DubuqueChamber.com. Let's make this holiday season one to remember for our businesses, our shoppers, and our tri-state community.
In Game 8.
Back to Jerry Pettigrew Gymnasium as we will have your post-game show presented to you by Greaves Wealth Management. Edward Jones coming your way in just a few moments. Tonight's game also brought to you by Grant Regional Health Center's ortho team. Dr. Brad Binsfeld and Nate Stocco, PAC, provide exceptional care for sports-related injuries. Grant Regional Health Center, better health care starts here. Also presented to you by Mountain City Bank's Total Line of Credit, allowing you the use of the equity in your home to do the things you want. Stop at a Mountain City Bank to apply. Offer subject to approval. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. Learn more at mountaincitybank.com. And McNett Electric of Belmont. They can assist you with all of your electrical needs, whatever the need, agricultural, commercial, or residential. Chip and his crew at McNett Electric are on call, ready to help you. McNett Electric, Belmont. Final stats presented to you by Dodgeville Tax and Accounting, plus talking with our most valuable players and scrapper of the game coming your way in just a few minutes on Dubuque Super Hits 106 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 9. It's the 31st annual Reflections in the Park, a festival of lights fundraiser for Hillcrest Family Services presented by Fidelity Bank and Trust. Now open through January 4th, Murphy Park in Dubuque has been transformed into a Christmas winter wonderland with the intricate and animated light displays. Brighten your holidays and help Hillcrest help others by visiting Reflections in the Park. Admission is only $12 per car with $10 tickets available at area Fidelity Bank and Trust locations. Platinum sponsor, Diamond Joe Casino.
Cheese is the perfect addition to any holiday meal. Hi, this is Christine Raleigh of Raleigh Cheese House. Visit our store for your favorite cheese selections, including our own Dunbarton Blue, Red Rock, and Little Mountain. We customize gift boxes for any budget. Don't forget about our made-to-order cheese trays that everyone will love. Taste the difference of handmade Wisconsin cheese at Raleigh Cheese House. Visit us on Facebook, raleighcheese.com, or on the corner of Highways 11 and 23, Shellsburg.
In Game 9. In Game 10.
If you're upgrading a home or business, call the trusted pros at Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. They offer a premium selection of CHI overhead doors, combining style, durability, and security for both residential and commercial properties. Need rain gutters to protect your building from water damage? Carey's has you covered there too. Learn more at Carey'sGuttersandDoors.com. They sell the best and service the rest. Get the quality you deserve at Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors, Belmont, and Prairie du Chien.
Season's greetings from People's State Bank. This time of year, the bank is reminded just how grateful they are for the people who make local communities shine. Customers, neighbors, and their dedicated team. Community support means everything. As families celebrate, shop, and gather this season, People's State Bank is proud to stand beside them, helping locals stay strong. From the People's State Bank family to yours, they wish you joy, peace, and a bright new year. People's State Bank, member FDIC.
In Game 10.
Your post-game show starts in just a few moments on Dubuque Super Hits 106. We got our players lining up. We're going to roll in just about 3 minutes on Dubuque Super Hits 106 with the Reed's Wealth Management at Edward Jones post-game show.
Post-game 1 minute.
I'm here today with Nick Heston from Anderson Weber Toyota.
What
in
a
Dubuque.
game, man.
Nick,
I
it
thought you were
seems
going
like
to sky up
hybrids
there.
are dominating the roads, but there aren't
I
many charging
saw that,
locations in Dubuque.
Agreed. Luckily, Toyota hybrids don't require plug-in charging. The Toyota
Yeah,
hybrid
it
system
happens.
is built to charge while the vehicle is being driven, so there is no need for plug-in charging.
That's awesome. But what about the battery life? Should people be worried about its longevity?
Not at all. Toyota has sold over 5 million hybrids in the last 25 years. Plus, their battery warranty covers you for 10 years or 150,000 miles.
How does regular maintenance on a hybrid compare to a gas model?
Toyota hybrid vehicles require the same maintenance as gas-powered models and oftentimes even less. For example, the hybrid model for regenerative braking charges the battery while slowing down the vehicle, increasing the life of the vehicle's brake pads.
Wow, it seems like there's a lot of benefits in choosing a hybrid Toyota. Visit Anderson Weber in Dubuque to learn more and take a test drive today.
Here at Super Hits 106, we love giving you a great mix of music, entertainment, and of course, prizes. If you participate in any of our giveaways and contests.
All right, listen up. Before we go any further, I'm going to lay down a few rules. Number one.
Contests are generally open to U.S. residents 18 years or older and reside within our terrestrial listening area. Other age restrictions may apply.
Number two.
You can only win once per 30 days or once per promotion or contest.
Number three.
Employees, agents, and affiliates of the station, Queen Bee Radio Incorporated, Morgan Murphy Media, contest sponsors, other radio, television, and print advertising companies are ineligible to win. Other restrictions apply. No purchase necessary.
Number four.
All entries, completed or blank, any and all material pertaining to a contest are the property of Queen Bee Radio. Prize winners have 30 days to pick up their prize at the Queen Bee Radio offices. 51 Means Drive in Platteville, Wisconsin, 53818. Bring your ID. A signature may be required. Unclaimed prizes will be disposed of at the discretion of Queen Bee Radio. All decisions are final. Winners are responsible for all taxes, fees, usage charges, tariffs, and other fees associated with their prize. Queen Bee Radio makes no guarantee of any awarded prize and is released from all liability. A full list of our general contest rules can be found online at superhits106.com or at the Queen Bee Radio offices. Keep listening for your next chance to win.
Am I the winner? My God, I can't believe it.
Love you guys.
Swifties, are you ready for it? Coming Saturday, January 24th at 7:30 p.m. to Five Flags Theater. Experience the magic, the music, and the moments of Taylor Swift's iconic Eras Tour. It's Are You Ready for It? A Taylor experience starring the incredible Tracy Marie. From stunning visuals and costume changes to high-energy choreography and a live band, this theatrical tribute has everything you love about the Eras Tour. Get your tickets now at Ticketmaster.com and the Five Flags Center box office.
Happy holidays. This is Sue Rydell from the Bell Tower Theater inviting you to our uproarious new comedy. Tired of performing A Christmas Carol year after year? 3 actors decide instead to perform every Christmas story ever told, plus traditions from around the world and every carol ever sung. Don't miss Every Christmas Story Ever Told, and then some. December 5th to the 21st. Tickets are just $26. Call 588-3377 or visit belltowertheater.net. Sponsored by Green State Credit Union.
Yeah, I'm in that one too.
Your high school postgame show is brought to you by Elena and Penn Reeves at Edward Jones, a financial service firm serving individuals and business owners.
Is your money working as hard as it should be? This is Elena Reeves with Edward Jones. If you want to provide for your children's education, reduce your tax bill, or prepare for a comfortable retirement, we need to talk. Today, more than ever, your financial security deserves the attention of full-time financial advisors. Take advantage of our years of experience. Contact financial advisors Elena or Ben Reeves at 608-348-2441 or stop by our office on Highways 80 and 81 in Platteville next to Subs Nutrition. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Queen Radio Sports YouTube channel. Now we go live. Dubuque Super Hits 106 of the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Final score tonight, the Darlington Redbirds with the big dub this evening, 79-53. We're now being joined by one of our Herms Ace Hardware and Home Center most valuable players, Broker Busher, tonight with 19 points, 10 of those in the first half. And Broker, great game tonight by you guys in the Redbirds. Talk a little bit about this one. You know, you're down 3-0, so yeah, you actually did trail in this game. But after that, it seemed like that three-pointer that Cuba hit that all of a sudden woke you guys up. Not saying you weren't, it was 45 seconds into the game. Went, oh, okay, they're for real, and just made you really throw the hammer down.
Right. I mean, we knew Cuba wasn't, what they have been, but they came out, hit that three. It was a wake-up, yeah, knowing that they gave us a game, I think 2 years ago when I was a sophomore, and they came out really hot. So we know they have that capability. They got the chip on their shoulder there, but it was a little wake-up call, and we knew we had to respond to it.
Talk about being one of the senior leaders on this team, between you and Grady. Not saying Michael isn't as well, or Kagan, you got a good, everybody's been looking at this junior class, and rightfully so, don't get me wrong. But how have you tried to be the leader saying, your guys' turn is next year, and everything still kind of goes through me?
Right. I've been up here since I was a freshman, so it is sad knowing that I am finally having to take that leader role, but they know they're pretty good at it, and we're all good buddies, so we don't care who scores the most points each game. We don't care about any of that stuff. We got leaders, and that junior class is a good leading class, but they know who comes first, who's going to hit the shot there at the end.
Absolutely, and Darlington basketball has been exceptional for quite some time now. It's not like there's been much of a drop off. But how's your confidence going into this now that you've won a state title and, first time in 30 years for football, how that can carry over now to basketball season?
Yeah. We have gotten to a late start here because of football, but our football team was one of the closest teams I've ever been a part of this year. So
I remember you talking about that.
I know that we do have the capability of carrying that over to basketball. We got a lot of the same dudes out. And Dante, Zeke, they were leaders of the football team, so they're captains. So we all got people that can lead, and I know it will carry over to.
And Broker, just to let you know, and I'll let our fans know as well, we can announce it now. We will be at Fiserv Forum to broadcast your game against the Monroe Cheesemakers.
That's awesome.
On the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. So we'll have video plus play-by-play at Fiserv Forum. I'm looking forward to it. How psyched are you guys to, you got to play at Camp Randall Stadium for football.
Yeah.
Now you get to play at home of the Milwaukee Bucks and then see Con Knipple on top of it for the Hornets.
Yeah, that's a busy week for us. But when Uppy mentioned the Bucks game, playing there, Monroe texted us, wanted to play us there. So, it's awesome knowing that you can, at this young of an age, experience all that. Playing on the bigger courts. There's not a lot of people that get to do that, even play on them, even go to the games. So it's awesome to actually be on the big stage.
Broker, appreciate you, man. Have a great weekend. We'll see you down the line.
You as well.
Broker Busher, one of our Herms Ace Hardware and Home Center most valuable players. We're going to be chatting with a few guys here. Right now, we're being joined by the guy they just call Zoo. Zeke Zoo will be able to join us here. Boy, you were unconscious there in the first half. Talk about the zone you were in, and just to be able to hit those three-pointers and just be, again, you got to remember, you guys in that first half, you were 9 of 15 from three-point range. Overall, 72% in that first half from 2 and 3. Talk about how you guys were just on fire and just were having everything clicking.
I think just coming out with energy, Broker, Ryder, they draw a bunch of attention for us guys. And when we can get those clean threes where we step into them, and once you let it go, you're going in, you get one of those to fall, you're like, all right, let's go. So I think getting a lot of open looks, getting those good shots, and not forcing right away. So, that really helps, getting those open looks, and we're able to knock those down. And it makes the game go a lot more smooth, and it makes it a lot more simple than what people think.
Broker was talking a little bit, when he was just on air with us, that don't really worry about who is the leading scorer. Yes, we had Ryder did that this evening, but he did that more in the second half. You had 13 to be tied for the lead in the first half and only 2 in the second half. Did you feel like you could go into more of a facilitator role where you could literally once again be quarterback and just kind of take that where the scoring part was not needed?
I think a lot of our guys just find their role, and we're really good at it. Like, we got some top scorers, and we got top defenders, and like everyone, they have their role and they're really good at it. We got to be perfect at it, and that's our goal. But just like knowing your role, and our Coach Uppy talks about this all the time, knowing your role and being really good at it, that it's going to make your team so much better. And just like there's so many aspects of basketball you can be good at. Like, it's kind of like football. Like, you got to have a good line, you got to have good all that.
Oh yeah.
And you got to have a good defense. You can't just score 100 a game and then let up 120. So
right, right.
Everyone just finds their role, and my role is, it's become a little different from last year, where I'm a true point guard, and it's not just kind of Broker and I scoring, Ryder giving us a spark off the bench. It's, getting Ryder and Broker those looks and getting those other guys those looks while still drawing attention to me as I'm still a scoring threat.
Well, Zeke, I appreciate the time. Again, I just told this to Broker. We will be at Fiserv Forum broadcasting your game against Monroe on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. So we'll have video of it. We'll also have the audio coverage. So looking forward to seeing that. But I want to ask you the same question. You just played at Camp Randall for a state championship. Yep. Now you get to play at home of the NBA champion Milwaukee Bucks with Giannis playing, taking the court. You guys get to be the warm-up act. I mean, that's got to be a really cool feeling.
Yeah, it's going to be. The only problem I'm worried about is the extra feet. I'm kind of still out of shape from football.
Yeah, but you still got a couple of weeks here.
You still got a couple of weeks, and I think the adrenaline will kick in by then where, it's just going to be so fun. Once that buzzer sounds and you're walking out and you're on an NBA court. Like, I never would have thought in my life I'd be playing an NBA court.
Oh, I thought you were going to say one of the things you're scared of, they're going to want to draft you.
Not that, but that would be pretty sweet.
I wouldn't disagree with that.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much, Zeke. I appreciate the time. Look forward to seeing you down the line, brother.
Thank you.
Thank you. That is Zeke Zubabieler, one of our most valuable players, joining us here in our post-game show presented by Reeves Wealth Management at Edward Jones. Now it's time for our scrapper of the game. The West End scrapper of the game, the player whose hustle and scrappiness stood out and trying to lay the opponent to waste. Presented by West End Salvage of Lancaster. You're not wearing a jersey. Remind me who you are.
Ryder, 23.
Ryder. Okay, well, Ryder's more of an MVP as well, but we'll go scrapper as well. 27.
Yep.
He joked around and we were saying this earlier. It's easy to go Fitzsimmons. It is.
Yeah.
But I think it's kind of funny. I said I can't say it wrong. I'm in the same fantasy football league as your dad.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, I'm in that big dog league for legends.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, exactly. He knows how to whoop my. Yeah. You know what I mean? You know that league. You probably hear him complain a little bit.
He's always bragging about it.
But right now, he'd love to have you on a fantasy basketball team. 27 points. Talk about how you just started lighting it up there and got into that groove, especially from distance.
I give all credit to my teammates finding me when I'm open. And, when I'm making shots, I try my best to go to the rim and get open and make shots.
So you're the last one out of the locker room, from what everybody says. Is that kind of the Fitzsimmons way of just, you know what? I'm just going to let everybody chill. I'm just going to take my time.
Yep, just chill.
Well, of course, and I know that from Striker. Watching him, he was always the last one. Is that just kind of like a family tradition?
Must be.
What does it mean for you to have that state championship for football and now having it carry over to a number one ranking in basketball, where the potential of this team and the sky is the limit, that you've got the skill there, and you're still trying to come into your own, and you still took care of a really good Cuba City team handily tonight?
Feeling it from football, it's a great feeling, and you want to get back there into Wisconsin to play there, and it's the greatest feeling ever, playing with your buddies and having a great time.
Talking with Ryder Fitzsimmons here, who had a game-high 27 points. One more question for you. Getting a chance to play at Fiserv Forum coming up. You got to play at Camp Randall. Now you get to play at Fiserv. What does that mean to you personally to have these opportunities, and you're still just a sophomore?
It's awesome. Playing at the Bucks stadium is like a dream. It's like a dream come true.
And maybe you'll have the Darlington Redbird uniform on,
Yep.
but you're going to be playing with the Bucks home court. That's
Yep.
got to be a dream.
Yeah, it is. Yep.
So now you just have to light it up there and be
Yep.
like, hey, they might keep an eyeball out at you, you know, and like, hey, we need to look at this guy in about 4 years.
Yep,
So, well, Ryder, I appreciate the time. We'll look forward to seeing you there. I know we got a couple more games coming up. We covered a good amount of the Redbirds this season. So congratulations.
Thanks, man.
Thank you, brother. Take care. That
You
is Ryder Fitzsimons join us here in our Reeves Wealth Management at Edward Jones post-game show. Yes, please. So now we got our scrapper of the game. There we go. Our scrapper of the game presented by West End Salvage. The player whose hustle and scrappiness stood out and tried to lay the opponent to waste. Presented by West End Salvage, Lancaster. So we are being joined by Marcus Kendall, correct?
Yes.
All right, Marcus, talk about this one. You got a team. I mean, for one, you got the height. You know, you're definitely going to be out there, but you got a team of all-stars, and that includes yourself as well. How do you manage all these egos? I mean, did you just hear those last three talk? No.
I mean, everybody just plays together and no one's really above anyone, and we just all play as a team, and it's just wonderful experience.
How lighthearted is this group, you know, where it feels like it's a band of brothers from football and now carrying over to basketball, that you just feel that sense of family and pride, you know, for the entire team to put on that black and red?
Just everybody's always out, coming every night just to play to win, and you can really see that every time we step on the floor.
You had 4 points this evening, so again, nothing that's going to blow up the stat sheet, but your defense was exceptional. How are you able to hold Cuba City down, considering how difficult it is with a really good team? You hold their leading scorer to one bucket that happened with 4 minutes left to go in the game.
Yeah, I'm just working on my defense a lot and just getting down the stance and using my length to my advantage. It's been a blessing to have.
I'll ask you the same thing as I asked everybody else, getting a chance to play at Pfizer Forum coming up in a couple of weeks. What does that mean to you personally, get a chance to play on the home court of the Milwaukee Bucks?
That's just a real feeling. I've grown up a Bucks fan, and it's just an amazing feeling to play on the same court that they've played on, and it'll be a good game.
And you get a chance to, and nobody can ever take that away from you. You get to be on the court, you get to have that game. Like, now it's like, okay, please don't fall. You know what I mean? That would be me. I mean, I'm going to be broadcasting the game. Like, okay, this is a place you don't want to make a mistake.
Yeah.
Because it just seems like it'll just feel like it's magnified. So, but it's going to be a great moment for you. And seeing this team ranked number 1, what does that say to you about not just this group, that you guys are family, but that how everybody else is looking at you, that expectation is still carrying over from football season?
And just everybody's coming to always knock us down, but we just got to keep playing with pride, and we just got to keep coming at every opponent and not back down to anyone.
Marcus, I appreciate the time. Congratulations on being a scrapper of the game, and we'll
Thank
look
you.
forward to seeing you down the line. Appreciate you. Marcus Kendall joining us here in our post-game show presented by Reeves Wealth Management at Edward Jones. And hey, no problem. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. So we'll get a couple words from Coach Upenoff, just very quick. Not, he's up here, and I don't want to sit here and have somebody hanging out for a while and be like, no, I don't need you. No. So Coach Upenoff, congratulations on a big win here tonight. Talk about how everybody played together, and just, if I would have told you when we talked to the pregame that your team was going to shoot 86% from 2-point range and 60% from 3-point range in the first half, what would you have said to me?
Well, I would say that that doesn't happen very often here.
Right.
We came out hot. Obviously, the first half was great. Moved the ball well. We got some guys going. Second half, we slowed down a little bit and kind of lost focus, got a little tired, and didn't play our best. But overall, still a nice team win for us here.
Absolutely. Final stats, we'll have that coming up in just a moment. But from what we had, my wife had you 32 for 57 for the game, 56%, 46% from distance, 11 of 24. But you could probably take away the last 3-pointers realistically, because you had, everybody on the bench wanting to get their points. And I can't say I blame anybody on that. And then the same thing from the field as well, missing your last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 shots from 2-point range as well. So you take that away, okay, so take those 8 away, 21 of 25. If you take away, the junk time, that is, if you have that every game, I don't see you losing.
Yeah, it was like I said, it was a great team effort, and the guys, when we move the ball, when we set screens, when we look for our teammates, we're very, very dangerous because we got a lot of weapons, and it's not just those top 3 guys that you always hear about. There's other guys on this team that know what to do and can score as well. So yeah, it's a fun group to coach.
And the scary thing is what we mentioned earlier in the game was this is a good Cuba City team just beat by a better Darlington team. Is that how you would kind of look at this too? Where again, this Cuba City team, you guys made look ugly, and we know that they're a good team. You hold their highest scoring player to 3 points. You didn't score them until 4 minutes left in the game. That was a key for you guys. It seemed like, and you really went to work on your game plan.
Yeah, it's I think the biggest thing is we just are experienced a lot more than Cuba City. They
Right.
lost a lot of seniors and are
Right.
Still trying to figure some things out. They've got some guys that can play, no doubt, but they're just still figuring that out. And when you have guys that have been on varsity for 4 years, 3 years, like a bunch of our guys have, it's a huge advantage in games like this.
Coach, I appreciate the time. I know you got a bus to catch, so thank you very much, and we'll look forward to seeing you for sure at Fiserv. I'm not sure if we'll see you before that, but hey, get ready. Those kids seem really excited about playing at Fiserv, so that should be a fun one.
Definitely, for sure. Appreciate it. Thanks for the coverage.
Thank you very much, Coach. Coach Tom Uppana join us here in our post-game show presented to you by Reeves Wealth Management at Edward Jones. We'll have your final stats and wrap things up from Jerry Pettigrew Gymnasium after this timeout. Your final score this evening, 79-53. The Darlington Redbirds defeat the Cuba City Cubans. You heard it all right here on Dubuque Super Hits 106 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
Postgame 1 minute.
The Gifted Hands Thrift Store in Galena offers low-cost clothing and household goods to the public. Shop local and support individuals with disabilities served by the Galena Workshop. The thrift store provides paying jobs to many individuals and is a stepping stone for some to get a job in the community. Donated items are accepted at the workshop on Southwest Street in Galena, Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. till 3 p.m., except holidays. Gifted Hands Thrift Store at the Galena Workshop is open Tuesday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., and Saturdays 9 till 1.
Hey y'all, I'm Kelly Clarkson. Every American dreams of creating a better life for his or her family, but in some communities, those dreams face difficult challenges. When we come together to help those in need get the same opportunities as everyone else, we truly are making our country a better place to live for all of us. So look for volunteer opportunities in your community to help others achieve the American dream, all right? This message is courtesy of the United States Air Force.
A fraction of a raindrop, 3 grains of salt. At up to 100 times more potent than morphine, the tiniest amount of illegal fentanyl is all it takes to cause an overdose. Fentanyl can be mixed into heroin, cocaine, pressed pills, meth, and other drugs. It could be in your drugs, and you wouldn't be able to see it, taste it, or smell it. Learn more at cdc.gov/stop-overdose.
Hey, hon, what you doing with your phone? Taking pictures?
No, I'm asking it questions.
Like what?
Hey, Bobo, do flowers have best friends?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that. Hey, follow me. I want to show you something. Look, flowers do have best friends.
Whoa.
Some answers can only be found in nature. Discover the unsearchable. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a trail near you. Brought to you by the United States Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Postgame 1 minute.
Postgame show presented to you by Reeves Wealth Management at Edward Jones. Final score 79-53. The Darlington Redbirds defeat the Cuba City Cubans. Darlington moves to 2-0 overall, 1-0 in the SWAL. And the Cuba City Cubans, they fall to 0-3, 0-1 in the SWAL Conference. But Cuba City, a young team, and they are definitely one that's building toward a good run in the 2026 portion of the schedule. With Kingston Clayton, I'm John Satterley, and let's get to your final stats presented to you by Dodgeville Tax and Accounting and Arena L. Satterley CPA with offices in Dodgeville and in Gratiot. Keep more of your hard-earned money in your pocket this tax season. Go to DodgevilleTax.com for more information or call to make an appointment, 608-930-7500. First for the Cuba City Cubans. First individual scoring, Hudson Kieler leading score with 18 points. He was the only one in double digits this evening for the Cubans. 7 points for Trevor Van Natta. But everybody but one scored that's in the roster. So everybody, it was balanced scoring, especially in that second half. So 18 for Hudson Kieler, 7 for Trevor Van Natta. 5 points apiece for Cameron Guler and for Michael Nicely. 3 points apiece for Carson Collins, Jonas Teasdale, Briggs Rundy, and Landon Geyer. 2 points for Trey Fuhrer. 4 of 10 from the free throw line for the Cuba City Cubans. Also shooting for the game, they were 14 of 30 from 2-point range, 7 of 19, 37% from 3-point range. Again, free throw shooting, 40%. For the game, 43%, 21 of 49. Rebounding story for both teams. Cuba City actually out-rebounded Darlington, 30-28. Turnovers, 21 for Cuba City, 14 for Darlington. Speaking of the Redbirds, let's go ahead and go with the individual scoring. We kind of teased a little bit as we talked to our players of the game, presented to you by Hermson's Ace Hardware and Home Center, Bloomington and Platteville. Leading scorer, game high scorer, Ryder Fitzsimons with 27 points, 13 in the first half, 14 in the second half. 19 for Broker Busher, 15 for Zeke Zubabuehler. Then 5 points for Dante Glendenning, 4 for Marcus Kendall, 3 points for Peyton Dempsey, 2 points apiece for Sloan Glendenning, Grady O'Brien, and Paxton Paisley. Free throw shooting 80%, 4 of 5 from the free throw line. Shooting from the field as a team, 32 of 57 for 56%. And keep in mind, this is something that's going to sound weird, but Kingston, the Redbirds missed their final 11 shots from 3-point range, 3 of them, and their last 8 shots from 2-point range. So let's go ahead and that was pretty much in junk time. I think you'd agree with that. So I'm not trying to bump up stats a little bit harder, but the numbers look a little different than what they could have been if you would have taken away the last 3 minutes with the 11 shots missed. The shooting percentage would have been 70%. At 32 of 46. So again, I mean, even still, 56% as a team is unreal shooting. So 2-point range, 21 of 33 for 64%. So take away the final 8. Let's look at that one. If you take away the final 8, they have been 21 of 25 from the field, and that is an insane 84%. You'd like to see that from free throw, not just
definitely.
2-point range. Like, are you kidding me? So yeah, you take away those final 8 shots, and that's what it would have been. But 21 of 33, 64%. 3-point range, 11 of 24, 46%. You take away the final 3, they're over 50% shooting from 3-point range. Again, we told you about 28 rebounds, 14 turnovers, and those are your final stats presented to you by Dodgeville Tax and Accounting. Let's take a look at our shoebox scoreboard presented by the Shoebox in Black Earth, the largest independent shoe store in the Midwest. The scores that we have been told about. Final, Steve Prestegard had a thriller on X1071. Lancaster 79, Dodgeville 78. 4 free throws in the last 17 seconds. Another tight one. Mineral Point defeats D5 number 8 Southwestern 47-45. Wazeeka beats Belmont 44-27. Fenimore over Riverdale in Swell Conference action 68-39. River Ridge over Albany in a Six Rivers crossover game 55-40. Those are the scores that we have for you. Also from earlier, Potosi Castle over Monticello 85-33. Again, our final score here tonight, 79-53. The Darlington Redbirds move to 2-0. 1-0 in Swell Conference play. And the Cuba City Cubans fall to 0-3. 0-1 in conference play. Kingston, some final words for you from what you saw tonight with the Cuba City Cubans and the Darlington Redbirds.
Definitely for the Darlington Redbirds, I mean, it's always nice to have 3 scores get at least double digits. That was from Ryder Fitzsimons, Zeke Zubenbuehler, and Brooker Busher, and kind of sharing the ball around and moving it all over as we kind of interviewed all 3 of them, not just being so greedy with the ball, but passing it. You know, this is a team that's willing to do anything, and obviously kind of coming from that mentality of winning the state football championship, I mean, kind of drags over. And then for Cuba City, this is a really hard Darlington team to go against, and you're in a very tough conference. And coming off 0-2, looking for that 3rd win, unfortunately facing against the Redbirds of Darlington. But it was really nice to see the Cubans have all of their players involved, all of them checking in for the game. And again, they lost 8 seniors last year, and I believe only having 2 seniors this year, or just a little bit under 8. I mean, that's hard to beat right there. So this is a young, talented Cubans team, and a lot to look forward for this season.
Absolutely. So, again, this is kind of one of those, a game a season does not make.
Definitely.
That's one thing everybody has to remember. Again, not the start that Cuba City would like, but as you also heard in the pregame show, talking with head coach Tanner Sheevy, the Bears got off to a slow start. Look what they've been doing. So, again, I'm guessing he's a Bears fan. I know we won't hold that against him. But, but you kind of look at it and joke about it. But we've seen, look at Shullsburg that we had last night in girls basketball.
Yeah, definitely.
2-3 their record, but they took out a team that was 4-1.
Right.
The record does not indicate how the season goes for the first, I'd say, handful of games, at least not until the 26 portion of the season. The 25 portion is kind of your warm-up, and then you get to the second half, and that's when you start really taking advantage. So, again, I'd like to say thank you. Thanks to you, Kingston. You've been from one night to the next. Boy, talk about a leap in broadcasting.
Oh, yeah.
You seemed more comfortable tonight, but I think it's easier when the scoring
Oh,
goes
yeah.
the way it did, where you didn't have time to think. You just reacted.
Definitely a little jump from kind of TV broadcast. I'm from Platteville, Wisconsin. Cover a lot of Platteville High School hoops on PHSN if you ever want to catch any of those games. But, yeah, it was a pleasure having me again, John.
I appreciate that, and I know we'll be probably doing more games coming up here in the season, but the last couple nights has been a lot of fun having you with. Like I say, thank you as well to our sports director, R.J. Osterhaus, and thank you to Carey Lawson and the staff here at Cuba City High School. Of course, thanks to our sponsors, help bring this game to you. Of course, without you, our listeners, we wouldn't be broadcasting this. So thank you for tuning in. Grant Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school basketball presented by Cuba City Kieler and Darlington Family Dental and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors is a Queen Bee Radio Sports presentation right here on Dubuque Super Hits 106 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Powered by H&N Plumbing, Heating, and Electrical in Lately Center, Monroe. Once again, your final score. Darlington defeating the Cuba City Cubans by a score of 79-53. From the Ayers Furniture Best Seat in the House, for my wife, Arena Satterley, with stats for Kingston Clayton, I'm John Satterley. We'll be back for more basketball and wrestling next week. But for Kingston, for Raina, and myself, John Satterley, the proceeding has been a presentation of Queen Bee Radio Sports on Dubuque Super Hits 106 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Have a great evening, everyone, and thank you for listening.
This has been a Queen Bee Radio High School Sports presentation.
This is Dubuque's Super Hits 106, KIYX, Sageville, Dubuque, a Queen Bee radio station. On air at 106.1 and online at superhits106.com. The Tri-State's home for your holiday favorites.
Dubuque's Super Hits 106.